Hi, I'm Ian, the Dragonborn Bard, and I'm the Games Master for the Starfinder campaign on the Dragonborn Industries podcast. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
And welcome to 2024.
The future.
We are in the
This is
future.
it.
The future is now.
Except if you're watching this after this has gone out.
Yeah. Past people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Guys, thank you so much. Welcome back to Dragonborn Industries, where we're back.
Woo!
For Starfinder, our live actual play, podcast and Twitch and YouTube and Kick show. So hello to everybody out there who's either watching on Twitch, Kick or YouTube, or is watching back on YouTube or listening to us on the podcast format with some ASMR.
We got some nice dice stroking ASMR.
So I was
nice
watching back
running.
the last episode, and there's a bit where Emily's trying to do something, but you're like... And I can hear you so clearly. I'm like, it's the perfect ASMR voice. And not only that, I'm not the only person that's thought that. I have literally had 2 messages like, she's got a really good ASMR voice, and you should let her know that that's what she should be doing. So
Okay, that's the next stream then.
I would listen.
Starfinder.
Ooh.
I don't even know if people can hear that. I don't know.
I can hear that. I'm in the room.
Wonderful.
Maybe.
Just
probably
you
with
wait,
these
it's
mics.
coming.
But
The tingles are afoot.
I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas, fantastic New Year. Now, get that all out of your system, and let's listen to what Steph has to say.
Right, I'm going to preface this with I got a message from Ian today at like 25 to 5. I was getting picked up at 5 and was like, are you watching the ad read today? And I was like, you okay? And then told me that he expected Sam Riegel levels. And I'm like, well, I don't have that kind of experience. So I ran around my house and grabbed the first things that came to mind. And the first thing that came to mind was puppetry.
Behind the MacBook puppetry.
Behind the MacBook Puppet Theatre. So please enjoy my offering. Oh, my friend, why you cry so? I'm so upset. I just can't find quality 3D prints anywhere. But my friend, have you been to warriorprince3d.etsy.com? Le gasp? What is this? warriorprince3d.etsy.com is the sponsor of Dragonborn Industries Starfinder podcast. You can use them for all cosplay items, tabletop terrain, and miniatures. Anything you can think of needing printing, they can do for you. In fact, goes downstairs. Here's one he printed earlier. Oh, such magnificent detail in this animated armour, which the puppeteer does not have enough hands to adequately show. But you can also use...
Just put it down.
It's the magic of theatre. You can also use the permanent code to the stars for a 10% discount on your order. But I must go quickly then and use that immediately. No, my friend. This is a permanent code. Le gasp. That's right. The permanent code to the stars for a 10% discount at warriorprince3d.etsy.com. I love you.
Unnecessary. You're telling me that wasn't practiced.
It really wasn't.
Well, yeah, thank you to the amazing Richard at Warrior Prince 3D, who does a lot of our 3D printing for us. I work with him on a Thursday to do painting at the Monster Manor, but he printed the minis for this campaign, things like, all of your guys' minis from various different places. And Dave from Games Art by
Yay.
Philip, who I'm going to talk about next, because they've just launched a Kickstarter, and were really generous to send me out a couple of the files, which I've been having a look through. And if anybody who caught the channel just over a year ago, one of the first videos that we did was me using the 3D test printing the Universal Carrier Vessel, the Brick, which is that really long spaceship that's over there on that shelf that you guys have all seen. Ooh. They've now brought out their second Kickstarter, which is a modular update to that, so you can have the Warbug, and I will show you all what that one is. So this is the Universal Carrier Vessel Warbug, which is now live.
Beautiful.
Yeah, well, just wait. So this is interchangeable with the parts of the Universal Carrier Vessel, the Brick, and is currently live on Kickstarter. And look at that.
Hot
So
diggity damn.
fully openable and is completely modular. You can elongate it. There's going to be like stretch goals to go for, and it's already funded, so we know we're getting the files. But now we really want to push to try and get all those different stretch goals, like parts classified right here. But there's one in particular, this bit that narrows in the middle. I want this.
That looks huge.
Yeah, I want it, and I want it badly.
I need it now.
So I need you all to go out there and back that.
Woo!
Because
It does look
Daddy
sexy.
needs some more 3D ship parts. But not only that, is they usually like tactical ones as well. So when we've been doing Starship Combat that one time, and we've had things like the Joan, and there are other ones that I've got that you haven't seen. But so the Brick has one, and all of the other Patreon ones have one. So yeah, please go check out. There's going to be a link in to chat. I hope I set that up earlier. If I didn't, I will make sure it goes on the YouTube descriptions. But it's Games Art by Philip. You can get that on Kickstarter now. Next on the announcements,
Oh my god.
one that I definitely set up because I was chatting to them today is Roll and Play Press.
Oh my
The guys
god.
here. So Roll and Play Press are a toolkit that you can use to do character creation, world building. They've got the sci-fi kits, which I have used for this campaign, and they've got the fantasy toolkits, which I have used for many other things, like with worlds that we've done at home and stuff like that. And there are loads of tables and things that you can roll on to help build your worlds, or at least narrow down things you don't want. Because one of the things that I really, really quite enjoy is when you roll on a table and you go, I definitely don't want that. And it helps you kind of like refine that choice there. But you can use the code DRAGONBORN10 to get 10% off with our new affiliate program with them. So, yeah, please go check them out. Their link as well should be in chat. You can go to rollandplaypress.com, and you can also check out their new book, which is One Shot Wonders, which is really, really good and is featured on such other big shows that I'm not going to name here.
We're now up with the big shows.
We're really not. But one day,
Yes,
maybe.
we are.
You're there. So yeah, that's Roll and Play Press. And last but not least, there is new merch in the merch store.
Oh my god, you
Look
kept
at
that
it.
one quiet, Ian.
I did. I made this coffee 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
It's still piping hot
Oh.
with the new
Wow.
Dynatech Industry, because they care about your space travel.
Ew.
And you can get that
Oh yeah.
in our merch store at DragonBornIndustries.com. I'm going to burn my mouth just for you, America, and only you.
America.
Just America, even though
It's a
we
Toilet
are...
Valley thing. He said it on a different show, and I was just like, it made me laugh. But new merch, the next one up, courtesy of a friend of ours' idea, and we decided to go with it. I've tested it out, and not only is this where he's going to spill it all over himself now. Keep it. Oh. That's because I spilled some in the lip anyway. But it's like I spent the day going like that. And it's new merch in the merch store. But that for me, I think. It's all of our announcements. Yeah. So thank you to everybody who has been supporting the show, to everybody who's been either catching up or following along so far. Are we all ready to jump into this week's episode?
Yeah. Damn right. Yeah.
After locating the Zephyr Horizon on a planet named Avul in the Dakchi system, the crew of the SS.Joan opened up the cargo bay ramp and made themselves known to the heavily damaged brain collector inside. Combat ensues, and the party almost lose Skulkin Shaw to the brain collector when it downs her and tries to begin the process of removing the top of her skull and collecting her brain. Kaz sees Skulkin go down, runs to her aid, and with a healing serum, brings her back around. And after no luck with his rifle, Vorag goes in with the best claws and rips the last brain from the collector's pustules and kills it dead. It kills it dead.
Murder, death, kill.
The party are free to begin investigating the ship and find the first 2 bodies of the now ex-crew members, Chip and Beleep, both missing their brains. Moving through the ship, the party finds the captain, Orion Ordana, in the cockpit, missing their brain, but with a large gash across their neck that looks as though they had their throat slit first. The last crew member found was pilot Ellie Mayo, slumped in the pilot seat with a bullet through their brain, having been shot in the head from behind. Their brain still in place within their wrecked skull. The crew search the ship and find that Adric Ironfist, the ship's longtime gunner, and his gear are missing, along with Cassie Cato and Deresday Absoli. And although Deresday's books and belongings still appear to be here, everything else is missing. Steve, the Zephyr's AI, informs the crew of an imminent sandstorm that approaches, and the crew call Dave from the Joan over to the horizon after breaking his programming to clear up the protein matter left over from the previous crew. Calyx uses their compass and some biomatter Cassie Cato left behind in her bed to learn that she is not dead and somewhere northward of this location. The crew spend the next 8 hours resting up, investigating and cooking on the horizon until the next day when, seemingly unhappy with the unanswered questions behind their family history, Vorag makes the decision to try and enter the sealed facility here in the old makeshift operating base. Created by his own grandfather 25 years ago, drawing their final stand against the Swarm, creatures that still appear to be present on this planet. Using the ship's guns, the crew blast the acid-sealed doors open, and that is where we begin today. The dust of the laser cannon settles, and in front of you, like a grotesque carpet of death, lies the bodies of many Vesk and Swarm entities, merged together with acid and sinew, now dried and over time seem to be somewhat mummified. This floor of ichor and gore. However, as the dust and sand from the blast settles, over this trail is a trail of fresher blood and of this horrible path that leads across this macabre scene and down one of the corridors. And I hand over to you, the players. What would you like to do?
Well, isn't this just a grotesque carpet of death?
Calyx turned to torch on. But podcast listeners,
Yeah, sorry.
Tamsin literally just turned a head torch on.
Would like to, yeah, it's nice and dark in here. I assume our suits come with, like, lights.
So, yeah, all of your suits and stuff like that come with things like small data pads and lights. One thing that is clear, though, is it's quite dark in here, but every now and again the lights psst, and flicker on, and they stay on for a few seconds, and then they just, like, flicker off, like the powers...
Kind of light.
Oh!
Definitely the worst.
Yeah.
So,
Need to get an electrician in here.
I'm assuming Vorag is on a mish somewhere, so I will be following him.
So in this moment, you all stand kind of silent as the dust settles and just wait, because obviously you've been attacked so far on the outside by the leftover Swarm Korvax that were here, then this Brain Collector, then there's like the missing crew, and some of them have still not been found. So he waits for a second, and as the dust settles, he's like, I'm going in, but are the rest of you? This large Vesk with this red, scaled face, looking just perturbed.
I mean, I will be following.
We're with you, buddy.
We're with you.
Yeah.
We need you, man.
Could you all make me a perception check, please, before you enter? This is my first roll of the day.
Hey,
Gotta film
film
it.
it.
Well, we are.
No.
Hey, it's like the 8th of January, and this is the first roll of the day.
Oh no,
No,
that can't be good for us.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
an 18.
That's
That's
good.
all right. That's okay. I'd be worried if it
It's
was a 1.
working. It's working on our side. that
okay.
dice roll.
In which case, amazing. That isn't.
I'll clip that out later. 17,
21.
21.
16.
I'm going to use that for Vorags. 16. What, do you get, Skelkin?
Numbers.
I did get.
Hopefully two of them.
I did get.
Together.
I did indeed get 2 numbers.
Oh,
Negative 11.
18.
18. You all did fantastically there. So the first thing that you notice as like the lights kind of flicker on and the light from outside is breaching into this like doorway where the dust is settling is this trail of blood that is obviously not fresh, but it's certainly fresher than the rest of this macabre carpet of death that lies in front of you. But just beyond that, and that's been blasted away from the door, is an arm.
Ooh.
Not humanoid, this is more bug-like in essence, and is more like a serrated skewer that is also covered in blood and ichor. This blue chitinous outside, and I don't think it would take much of you to realise that the swarm Korax that you thought that was missing the arm,
What's this?
this is its missing arm.
Okay.
Vorag walks over to it and prods it with the rifle. Looks left and looks right. The corridor in front of you splits off left and right. You have, well, shall I make it a visual aid?
Go for it.
Oi!
Set it up.
I'm a visual
Map
learner.
time!
Me too.
Pictures and things. Shapes and colours.
Crayons.
Show
Oh my
me
word.
the money.
So, and this is more just for a visual aid. Don't worry that I'm putting a map down.
Okay.
We won't sweat at all.
Yeah,
This is-
yeah.
This is
In the
completely fine and
slightest.
normal.
There's gonna be nothing in this sealed up room.
No. Why would anyone put anything in a dungeon?
No, at all. Let's switch over to the...
Just empty dungeon.
Yeah,
Nothing
always.
So, you enter the door and it is... Well, I say you enter, you blast it open. You can pull that door out there at the top for me just if you want.
No, punch it in. Blast
Punch
it.
it.
Like we have
There we go.
exploded.
There we go.
Huzzah!
So you can see that the corridor leads both left and right, and the lights kind of flicker on every now and again. The floor is covered in this like gross carpet, but also now the sand and dust of this like red, almost like Mars-coloured sand. Vorag looks at you all. Any preference?
How many of us are there?
My preference is Dave.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So there's the four of you plus Vorag, who I will be playing.
So, I mean, I know they don't advise it, but I mean, we could split the party, or we could all stay together and go down one corridor.
Given the scene in here, I don't think we should split.
Okay.
You say that, but we could be whatever the actual combat term for rear-ended is. If we go one way.
Ambushed?
No. Try again. Lucia.
Flanked?
Flanked.
There you go.
That's the one.
Flanked is usually side to side. Ambushed is more appropriate.
Well, Dynatech
Vorag
makes
would say that,
sufficient-
being of a soldier background.
Cheers, buddy.
I would like to point
Nods.
out, Scalecon would actually know the word. It's anyone who doesn't know the word.
So flanked is usually pincer movement side to side. An ambush is from any direction. Attack from the rear, I guess, is the other thing. But yeah, ambush would be more appropriate for attack from behind, I guess.
So, is there, just to clarify, is there like a trail of blood going one way and
Yes.
nothing t'other?
So the trail of blood leads to the right.
Cool. One would assume that the freshest trail is the bloodiest.
I mean, yes, I mean, that does also make sense.
Start walking. Right.
But, I mean... Okay, okay.
what are we looking for, Vorag? Just looking around to see what's here?
He would stop and he would take a deep breath. I come from a long line of soldiers. My father, my grandfather, and way back before the Gap. But when this, we fought in the Silent Wars against the Pact Worlds, and when the Swarm first attacked and the truce was, well, the Pact was signed by us and we made that truce and we began working together. My grandfather was one of the command of a naval fleet. It's said that in this system he destroyed the Swarm high fleet that was coming in by destroying and sacrificing his own ships, and then his last attempt to destroy the last of their remnants was to make a ground assault on them here on this planet. However, since his return, he isolated himself from the rest of the family, and although the stories, and he looks to you, Skelkin, after the conversation that you guys had, are that obviously we won and we pushed back the Swarm, and he is the iron claw of retribution that swiped across the Swarm and stopped them dead in their tracks. But, and he picks up his rifle and he watches like shadows seem to like burst like energy around his weapon and around his claws. Since then, our family has had a few extra abilities, a few extra powers that they say came to him during this battle. But I've never been able to find out what it truly is because he left and then he died. And he took that secret to the grave with him. I then left the army and I joined the Starfinders because I wanted to explore more and maybe be able to get out to places like this and see it for myself, see maybe what happened here and why. And then these like dark flames just disperse again.
So you were looking for answers as to why this is happening?
Yes.
Okay. So nothing specific?
No.
Just seeing what's here?
No. This is... I just want to know the truth.
Okay.
Did your granddad leave for any particular reason?
He didn't say. He just said that one day he would be back. And he was, but when he came back, he died. And then he's entombed on Vesk Prime as a hero, a war hero. Because of this. And he points to like the macabre scene of like both swarm and Vesk bodies that are everywhere. Like half of them are like melded together. And it's just like this horrid, horrid scene of hell. Really.
We follow your lead, I think. Alright. I'd say the rest of us.
Is this one of your granddad's ships, do you think?
He looks around and he's like, this is a detachment. So these are forward operating bases that can be dropped from fleet vessels in an emergency. The ship outside the drop ship is usually one that carries ground troops, the one that you searched. This is a transportable ops room. So this is where the commanders would have operated from and organised their soldiers from.
I wonder if there's schematics of this.
Is there any such thing as any small rocks just outside?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the corridor long enough for me to throw a stone around the corner?
I mean, you can certainly try, by all means. I mean, give me either a strength or a dex check to see if you can, like, absolutely wang one.
Do you want to borrow my golf club?
Absolutely wang one. Oh, it's going to be dripping.
I have very dry pouches.
Very
That's not
hygienic.
good.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Should have used the golf
and
club.
I am trying to add something
Got a
desperately to
handicap
it.
of
What is
7.
dex? Dex is
Just your dex modifier, so it'll be in your stats.
4.
Go quick.
And I don't know what it means.
Oh dear. Only 10.
It's fine. You can ping, and it like bounces off like one of the corners, and just you hear it hit the wall, this metal wall, and there's probably like a pipe in it, and it goes ping, and you hear it stop dead around the corner. The lights on and off randomly and intermittently.
I will immediately draw my weapon after I lob them.
Yeah. You all listen out, and there appears to be no other sound.
I was assuming we weren't going with stealth, seeing as we cannoned the door in.
Oh, we're well past
Yeah.
that.
Maybe they're deaf.
Well, we can hope.
That's
Vorag
a long
would say.
shot.
Before if we're going right, we'll. And you said you were following straight behind Vorag, yeah. So you start making your way, obviously to the right, and on the short side. As you get around the corner, can you give me a perception check, please?
Please be good.
Should we put our minis down?
Oh no, I got a nat 1.
Can do. And that one.
Nat 1!
No, not one already.
From Emily! But I have a +8, so it's still 9.
That is a 9. Yeah, why do people minis now?
Okay.
Let's get a marching order. And this, as you come around the corner, I'm asking for that. That's Kaz.
So,
Right.
Alex is
nothing.
probably at the back.
Alex is at the back, eh?
I would like to be behind the big boys.
And you've got the camera out, I presume? TJ
Always.
Stevenson?
And I think TJ very much like zoomed in on Vorag during that whole speech.
Monologue.
Yeah.
Like talking heads.
So, why don't you all give me a perception check? So you've got a 9 total. And Vorag. Vorag also got a nat 1.
Oh, bugger.
Oh dear, that's a counter on 2 already.
He gets, however, a +2 to that.
14.
14.
12.
12.
Ooh. Oh no!
It's another nat 1, but that's a 9.
3 nat 1s.
3 nat
Emily, me, and then Tamsin.
Oh man.
Oh no!
I will say, I think my nat 1 is Calyx is getting out like a computer or something, and basically they're drawing the schematics, like they're just wanting to map and navigate.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let's grab this over here.
Oh no.
Those of you with a 10 plus,
Woo.
as you come around the corner, the lights,
Is that any of us?
2 of them, the lights flicker. And in the gaps between the lights going off and on, you swear you see a figure. And it faces the door that you can see at the end of the corridor. The bodies around this side are less acided in. So there's more like Vesk mummified bodies in armor and all decayed, but like at least a bit more together. That's the best way to know. Then there's the lights flicker again. You see it, but on the other side of the doors, as if it was pulling the doors closed from the other side. This Vesk figure.
Ooh.
And then the lights return to normal, and they're gone.
Nice, spooky,
That
scary
is
skeletons.
that is real. I don't like it.
New.
The rest of us
Can.
see nothing.
So you know how last session I got a little hair from Cassie
Yes.
Cato in the compass? As we've gone round the corner, is there any slight movement towards where we're going in that compass, or?
Yes, but not in the direction you're traveling. I have to orientate the map now
Yeah.
to like how we were in 2023.
Cool.
And if the Zephyr Horizon was facing that way and away from me was north, this was over this side, and you're heading
Yeah.
what would be south. No, the compass is still pointing northwards.
Okay, cool. So I'll just put that away.
Vorag, how long ago did this all happen? How likely, let's be more specific. How likely is it that one of your brethren is still alive here?
As far as I'm aware, this system is left as a battle honor, a sanctuary almost of knowledge of the past. We are left, well, we leave it alone. The forces that left with my grandfather are all named. They're all people who have now been written on the walls of the great temples and of the vestiges of war because of how well they defeated the swarm here. But it was only 25 years ago.
So many years.
Did Yosoki not live that long?
Well, I assume that Yosoki lived some years. I don't know.
You don't know how long your own race lives? Your
I
own
think you
species?
see, you take it really introspective for a moment. I don't. Well,
I would have
I'm not. I'm not.
common-
Did you guys think I'm a Yosoki?
I mean, how
Yeah.
old are your parents?
Well,
That's the least important question here. After she said, "Do you think?" Oh, they said, "Do you think I'm a Yosoki?" What are you?
I'm a Hastoki.
Hastoki.
Yeah,
No.
obviously.
And I can't even roll for it or anything.
Cogs turning. Is that made up?
Did you just ask if his race is made up?
I'm very real, I assure you, madam.
And it's not before I get his tracks as well. He's like looking down the corridor. But
There's
he's
an
like,
entire floor of them.
but
Yeah.
We wouldn't know that. I've seen them.
Are the Hastoki a recent addition to the Pact world?
I know, we just. I haven't really looked closely into our history, to be honest. We just sort of get on with it, you know.
can we do this later?
Yeah, please let's do
It's
this
like
later.
field of bodies. Morag.
I don't think we need to be asking these questions right now.
I was just taken aback. That's all.
Moved
Genetically modified.
towards the door. The door is completely sealed.
Time for another gun.
So this is the sealed door.
There's no ship blasters on this one.
Woo.
As you get to around here, the bodies are more coherent. There's less acid damage. They are more together, although they're all degraded by time, and things like gear isn't great. It's less of a carpet of skin and more of a you're now standing on mummified bodies.
This is quite disturbing.
I mean, do you think whoever's here made it like this in order to be left alone? Like...
That's a lot of effort.
Well, I mean, you'd think if they've been here for 25 years, they might have got a mop.
I think given what Vorogs told us, it's probably been left, if anyone is still in residence, they've probably left it out of respect. Am I getting that right?
Probably, yes, I think
Yeah,
so.
no, was that right?
Vorag sort of goes down and swipes his clawed fingers through the trail of ichor. It's not fresh blood, but it's not as old as the rest of the things here. I mean,
It's not respect enough.
it's very recent, but it's not 25 years old. This is whatever happened to that Vorogs outside. I think that's injured somebody.
Well, shall we onwards?
Let's keep
Do
going.
you know how to open this door?
Vorag just immediately starts trying to prise it open.
I'm going to scooch under his legs with my golf club and try and help prise it open.
Are you offering the aid action, or are you going it for yourself?
I'm offering the help action.
Okay, so just roll a d20. You can add your strength modifier. Let me know if it's 10 or over.
It is 10, but I have a -1 to strength to make it
So
a
it's a
9.
9. Between you and Vorag, you're really quite struggling at the moment. It's not budging just yet.
Come on, put your back into it.
I'm gonna squiggle up to the door.
With your light up shoes
my little wellies.
and your little Dora backpack.
This is the mug that I imagine that TJ Squeaks in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Dynatech Industries merch that you can get on www.mornings.com.
This is it.
And
I
I'm
need to
going
merch
to
myself
use-
up each week now.
Telepathic message,
Yeah?
which is a short, simple message that any living creature within 10 feet of you or an intended recipient. Well, I don't know who the intended recipient is on the other side, so as long as they're within 10 feet of the door, which they might not be. I don't know.
Could be handy.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, never mind. I do apologise. You must be able to see or hear each recipient. I don't know, can I hear anyone on the other side?
Make me a perception check.
Unnatural 20.
Oh, lovely! No, it's very silent here, minus the breathing of your companions if they breathe, and the sound of feet on skin and bone.
I squidge back out again. Completely useless
Harry
here.
Potter in the Chamber of Grossness.
Harry Potter in the Chamber of Growth. I like it. So, but Vorag is trying to pull on the door and trying to force it open.
I want to see if there are any controls.
There is a door panel, but as the lights flicker on and off, it too is flickering.
Okay. Power fluctuation.
Yeah, you're either going to have to engineering your way through this door by taking it apart or prizing it apart with power, sheer strength. So,
I'd like to do what I'm good at.
yeah.
I would like to try and engineer my way through the door.
Okay, you can make me an engineering check to try and. Would you be trying to cut through it? Would you be trying to do this in a analog way of getting the door hinges and the hydraulics and
I'd
trying to
like
get
to
into the
maybe
side?
take the control panel off and then try and hotwire it to hard reset it, and
Yeah.
it'll hopefully open it.
Yeah, give me an engineering check.
I'm just going to lean on the
That
right
is a-
side.
19.
19.
19.
Damn.
Engineering.
Engineer.
For a split second, all of the lights go dark. And then they flicker on, the door flickers and slightly opens. And with that, Boring manages to pull it just wide enough so that you guys can see through it. It's probably a 3 to 4 foot gap. The first thing that's clear is that there are no bodies in that room. And the blood trail continues. There is a large dead hollow table that sits in the middle of that large room. And another small alcove off to the right. And another one off to the left, where you can see the head of this hollow table, just like the one you guys sat around at Dynatech Industries for that brief, right at the very start of this adventure. As the doors open, all the lights go out again, and you are left in pitch black darkness. And even those with dark vision struggle to see through this darkness. Then the lights flicker and buzz, and in the moment, on the other side of this room, just past the hollow desk, you see a Vesk standing there. And they're staring directly at you. The lights black out again, and then 3 red beams of energy begin to emerge out of the darkness that emit a red glowing light all over the room. The energy beams are coming from that of a Doshko, a war axe-like weapon that instead of a head has these 3 beams of short energy, like that of a lightsaber bursting from it. The Vesk doesn't move, but stares in your direction.
Retribution shall be mine, and once more the Iron Claw will gouge your disgusting race from existence itself. If I am to die here, you will come with me.
It doesn't move.
Vorag,
Is this real?
you mentioned the Iron Claw, Vorag. Use it now.
Do the thing, Vorag. Do the thing.
Do the best.
He's holding the door then, you can see past him, like, would you grab the other side of it and help him open it?
Yes,
So you hold it open and he's like, the Iron Claw was the name of my grandfather's fleet. Nothing more.
Does my camera have night vision?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Cool. I'll ring up. Can I have a little look? Does this thing look actually like corporeal, or does it look not real?
You can give me a mysticism check.
Oh, I've never made one of those before.
Anybody
It's because we do know
can
what
make
it
a
is.
mysticism check.
Bit mystic, innit? It's 14.
14,
70.
17,
Nope.
Also 17.
17?
18, sorry.
Ooh.
18,
9.
9. Vorag is just staring. Grandfather. The rest of you watch as these shadows are building around Vorag's weapon, around him. You're dead. There's no response.
Let's not move forward into this room anymore.
We could just shut the door.
I
What,
don't
and go
think
back through
Vorag's
it?
going to shut the door on his grandfather.
Vorag, were you there at his funeral, or
Yes.
and you saw his body?
Yes.
So there's no way your grandfather could be alive.
Well, you said he wasn't the same when he came back.
And he steps into the room.
Oh,
Grandfather.
Careful.
buddy.
It's Vorag. Your grandson.
I'm gonna
The lights.
I'm not gonna aim my weapon, but I'm gonna have it ready, like a ready action.
I'm gonna
So-
scuttle in after Vorak and just kind of keep close behind his legs.
The Iron Claw. And as the lights flicker, the Dosh cow stays lit. It doesn't disappear or anything like that. You can see it across the other side, just stood there menacingly behind this table. The Iron Fleet, the Iron Claw of Retribution, you destroyed it. You took out the swarm and you beat them here. You came home. There's like a of energy. Lies! The Iron Fleet destroyed. The head
Oh, I heard that click.
No.
moves, but he doesn't move.
Yeah.
Aye. Shame. Dishonor.
You watch as the shadows in the room are clawing in tighter and tighter, and the red is becoming a tiny dot around this being at the other side, but it doesn't move. I brought dishonor to the family.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh God.
Bad things.
I forgot to do that earlier.
Podcast listeners, we've just been plunged into red darkness.
It's a red darkness.
I defeated, but not with my power.
And the shadows engulf the room. Everything goes dark. You just hear explosions. And as the red begins to seep up from the floor, it's almost underlighting everything in there, the shadows on the wall of these bug-like beings swarming forwards. You see Vesks, all these shadows fighting back. The walls are now brimming with activity in between the red and the black, and this black is like the void itself. You see one Vesk stood there, pointing.
I commanded many forces, and most of the Iron Fleet died here in Dakchi.
You watch as the Vesk forces are being overrun on the walls. Many of them are just dissolving into the darkness. And then 2 Vesk bring something out. But it's not shadow or red like everything else. It is a cylinder, a ball even, of white light.
I was not powerful enough to defeat them on my own. I borrowed power.
You watch as the shadows all suck in towards this light and then burst outwards. The entities of the swarm all being eviscerated one by one, like a wave of energy going across them all. And then all of that energy sucks back into this white light and then sucks into this one Vesk commander. The lights flicker and go back to where they were in the room. You now see the lights fully on. This Vesk still stood there with this huge doshkow in their hand, but they are almost transparent.
Okay.
And he just looks. These 2 black voids where their eyes is, and they're just this energy around them of smoke, and Vorag is the same. Just fades into nothing. The doshkow hits the ground and deactivates. And you guys are left.
Pick it up.
In this room, Vorag just eyes wide, staring across this room.
You're right there, Vorag.
I don't know what this means. And he walks across and just picks up the doshkow. This is my grandfather's.
The real thing?
Just nods. And there's like frustration and panic and doubt all over Vorag's face. This is entombed with him. This is his personal weapon.
So how did it get here? That is the question.
You think it's some kind of phantom that we saw?
I mean, that was him. And there's like tears in his eyes.
Does anyone recognise that thing his grandfather had? The orb?
The light?
Yeah. It was an object, right? And now, he took it into himself after the whole swarm died.
And he said he borrowed power.
Exactly, yeah.
So
maybe it's part of his soul still alive somehow?
for that sort of stuff. I've heard generally there's a kind of exchange. You can't just get anything for free these days, you know.
And Vorog's not got this smoking energy around him anymore.
You think there might be records or something that the Vesk might have kept of what they got and where they might have got it?
There'll be no record of this.
How do you know that?
This place is... I don't understand. And he's getting visibly angry.
We'll try our best to help you understand what's going on here.
Some coffee.
Good idea. There is still more to this facility, right?
Yeah.
Shall we have a look around where we are and see what we can find?
He just like slumps back onto the hollow table and sits down. He's just like deep in thought.
Take a breather. We'll have a look around.
Not to be insensitive, but this fresh blood is hardly from Vorog's grandfather.
Where does it go from here?
So, pointing it out on the map, the doors would be partially open. I'm just going to take those out for now. And it's literally, Vorog would have stepped through and the apparition would have been around here. In the room, if you'll give me a perception check, and the lights are on. The lights are, they're dim. It's like emergency lighting.
Oh, it's another nat one.
Of course it is, Emily. Of course it is.
Oh.
They can't always go in there straight away. You got to give them a chance.
I've got enough of them so that if they misbehave, that's where they go.
Do you know what's funny is I got a message from my sister earlier in the week who's going to get to play her first ever game of D&D, and she's got a character and stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, so I need dice, and she wants some dice for me, and she's like, I need a mini, and I need a dice jail. I was like, you're not Emily, don't worry about it.
Emily didn't think she needed a dice jail.
You are possibly one of the worst dice rollers I've ever seen.
Nice.
What did you say earlier? Talent.
It's a fucking talent. I've never seen anyone roll constantly low. But perception check, so nat 1 for a 9.
14.
14.
10.
12.
12. Yeah. The blood trail, it comes into the room and then it leads round to the left into here. You can see there's an alcove over here and there is an alcove right behind. Vorog actually would have come around to pick up the thing and slumped against the table there. Yeah. This hollow table is just dead in the middle of the room. The power is literally emergency lighting all around, but that's it.
I'm going to see if I can try and access the hollow desk for any logs, anything like that.
So Kaz would be in and around here. The trail of blood definitely leads into this room here. And what did you roll your perception?
12. Is it open?
Yeah, it is completely open. And there is a terminal, and then you can see like a body slumped on a chair in that room.
If I can't see any threats, then I will continue to do the hollow table thing.
There is absolutely no power in it.
You can try even when I try and turn it on, there's nothing.
You could try and jimmy some power into it. You'd have to do an engineering check and then a computer's check to see if you can.
I'm doing it.
Yep, so make me an engineering check first. While you're doing that, what is everybody else doing?
See, I was thinking of doing something similar, but the computer's over in the alcove.
Over in this one over here, yeah?
Yeah, because I want to look for, like, logs of particularly, like, I suppose, starship movement not too long before, so I could figure out where they've gone and maybe where they've picked this light ball thing up.
As you move into this alcove, it's like a small med bay. So, give me a perception check. What would Skelkin and TJ like to do? Let's go with TJ first.
Sorry.
Is the body visible to all?
If you get into about this point,
Yeah.
give me a perception check. Vorog's none the wiser at the moment.
10 again.
If pointed out, it would be, but...
I think TJ's gonna see if he can find any weapons.
Shit, that's what I was
Do you want to look together?
So if you want to give me a perception
Most definitely not if you've got the camera out.
It's strapped to my body at all times.
So you're looking for weapons and stuff, perception check.
Some
What are you
shit.
doing?
I was going to do the same, but
Cool.
there's no point to us looking.
Well, you absolutely can if you were doing that while you're walking through the corridors and stuff. You can give me a perception check, and we will see what there is.
Let me guess. I see nothing? 20. I'm not sure.
Well, I got an 11, so that was good.
20... Is it +8 or 9? Yeah, it's +8, so yeah, 20.
Okay. Walking through the corridor, there are a couple of bodies closer to the door that you can see still have some gear on them. A lot of it's not in great use, but you find 2 smoke grenades that are still usable. You find this tiny little vial on another one that's on a chain around one of their necks.
Ooh.
It's a little cylinder of glass which has water inside it of some kind, with 2 metal caps at either end and a dead fish inside it.
Oh.
But the vial is in complete perfect condition. You also find loads of like acid riddled daggers and weapons, but they're of no real use. Loads of like swollen and bursted batteries. As you come into the room, there are no weapons. It seems that all weapons are on the fighting forces. But getting a good look at the room, you can see the hollow table in the centre where Vorog is currently like sat on, just like staring at the doshkal in both of his hands. His rifle sort of like just sling to one side. There is a toilet / shower unit across in the opposite corridor, in the opposite alcove. There is this med lab area just over here, and then you can see this other area which seems to be some other kind of terminal or console, and then you see a body slumped on a chair in there. This room is filled with tons of dust, but not like the red dust of the planet. It's not like... If anything, what you notice is that nothing really got in here from the swarm. But something obviously did, because that blood trail leads around the corner and is slumped in that chair.
What manner of creature is the body?
Are you going up to the body?
I think at this point TJ will go up to the body, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to give you a medicine check for that, because it's clearly obvious this is a Vesk. Not only is it a Vesk, it is the body of the Vesk of the apparition you just saw.
Oh!
What?
No!
There is a huge hole in this older Vesk who looks a lot like Vorag. There is like these greying yellow scales around the bottoms of the eyes. They are gaunt. Their skin and their scales are almost sucked into their skull, where they just look malnourished. Then they are really... Where the apparition was like strong and warrior-like, this body is feeble and is like nothing but like bone and
sinew.
Yeah, but it still was a living being. It just they look very unwell. They are wearing a very similar pink and purple set of overalls, which is like a flight suit of some kind, and then they have this yellow, almost body warmer over the top of it, but there's just this massive hole through their chest. They are slumped completely backwards, mouth open, tongue lolled out, into this chair.
Is that hole about the shape of a white glowing orb?
Give me a perception check. Or give me a medicine check. Give me a perception check. Did you give me a perception check in the med lab?
Perception in the med lab was 11.
11?
So also, if there's anything in here to pick up, like...
The med lab is not ancient, but it's definitely 25 years not used.
Yeah.
There is, however, stuff in here.
Stuff?
Collect stuff.
We like stuff.
Stuff you find is... you find a serum of healing.
Wait
need
a
that.
second.
What a mark.
Not one, there's 2 of them, and they are in like a glass cabinet that like you have to like slide open, and because the power's been on and off, they're unlocked, so you can slide it open and pocket those.
So a serum of healing
Is there...
+1. Did you say 2 of those?
2 of them.
So
2 Mark 1 serums.
2. Okay.
Then there is a needler pistol,
Needler pistol.
and that's in another little case, but there's no vials in that either.
So is that basically like a injection shot needle gun
Yes.
kind of thing?
But
Okay.
there's no ammo for it, it's just a needler gun.
Well, I'll take it anyway.
There is a rule of when you use it.
Oh no.
What?
She's going to repeat what she just found real funny.
No, she's not. She's realised that it's insane.
Okay. So serum of healing, a needler pistol.
I like how eagerly you were listening, though. If I'd have tried, I think I could have passed it off as truth.
Yeah, that's what you find in that one.
I got a 23 on the medicine check.
It doesn't look like a ball's gone in there, but what it looks like is a serrated arm of a swarm creature got them. This is a puncture wound, a full-on pierce through them, and you can see they have dragged themselves through this facility and to this point.
How long have they been dead?
What was the medicine check?
23.
3-4 weeks.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna close the doors.
So there's no doors here.
Oh no!
Just stand there like this.
Like, very casually trying to block it with my tiny body.
And the terminal next to them, there is a tiny blinking dot in the bottom corner of the screen.
Oh, I can have a look at that, because that's caught my eye.
You touch the screen and turns on.
Oh.
At full power, and there is just writing.
He wrote a last letter before he died, didn't he?
Oh no,
wow.
reading!
Oh, Jesus.
For podcast listeners, I've just handed Steph an essay.
Story time for Steph.
So that's, I will leave you to decide whether or not you're reading that out or not just yet. However, the rest of you, what are you doing? So I drink some coffee from my Dynatech Industry Club.
I'm trying to work out how to put stuff onto your inventory that's not a thing, like notes or
So
something.
you go into the creator, then you go into inventory, and then there should be a custom item and you can write in there.
Custom item.
I was still at the hollow table.
Yep,
I
engineering
made my
check.
rolls, both 19.
Both 19, okay.
Nice.
So, you manage to like drain power from somewhere else, and you're not quite sure where, to the table, and as something happens there, Squeakerson, the computer sort of goes, bzzz, but then comes back.
Okay.
Your hollow table lights up, and then a map, a very familiar map of the Dakchi system comes up, but on it is a position of two different armadas, two fleets. One is made of what can only be described as biomatter, and is like a huge, globular, misshaped, elongated sausage of meat with tentacles that rive off it, and they seem to like move towards planets, and then you see it around one, and you realise that that would be Terion Vesh, but it's called
Loading information.
I have to open a different thing. The planet is currently named on that one is... It's literally called Dakchi 3.
Dakchi 3.
Which is a very Vesk thing to name something. It's always like system, like Vesk Prime, Vesk 2, Vesk 3, Vesk 4. This is Dakchi 3, and it's all whole. And there is this fleet descending on it, which is all static. It's not moving anything, but you can see that that's the position it's in. And there are a ton of Vesk fleets landed on the planet. Then you move over to Dakchi 2, which is Avul, and you can see that there are a few dots in one position, which is where you are now. And that's where it sort of is static and left.
Okay.
I think if I see this come up on the hollow table, I'd probably come over and just, when Kaz is done, ask to download that information for map updating.
Yeah, it's an old map of this
Yeah.
system.
Also like to go over and see if Vorogs alright.
Yeah,
He's slumped on the floor, you said.
Where's he
He's actually sat on the side of the table.
Okay.
And when you turn it on, he like stands up and he like puts the dosh cow on his back. No, actually no. He would sling the rifle and then he has the dosh cow at his side. And he's like, "What have you found?"
Yeah, has he found the found?
I don't
No, not yet.
think...
'Cause he's only just turned around. He sees the table, looks at you, and he's like,
This seems to be a map of when things were going on. Before the swarm were defeated, I guess.
and he points. He's like, "That is definitely the swarm." And he points to the bio ships.
Yeah.
Then he points to the load on Terion Dash or Dakchi 3. He's like, That's the Iron Fleet of Retribution. That's the trap my grandfather set, was they sent all of their ships there and blew up the majority of the swarm, and then points to Avul and him, like, and this is the forward operating base. This must have been actual
TJ.
time.
I can see what you're doing on your screen. You might want to move it.
Can you?
What?
Oh yeah, just there. So, I hope you're doing nothing naughty. In the
No, we've had a
what?
message,
What?
and none of us have
Your
looked at
MacBook
it.
is on the
Oh,
main.
why is my...
just there,
Oh, just there.
because the camera's all the way over there. Immersion, guys.
There we go. Oh, it was right in the corner so I couldn't
Thanks,
see. There we
Dotty
go.
Mango.
Oh, thanks, mods.
It's because I'm in a different place than usual.
Well,
There we go.
Did your grandfather ever mention anything about a glowing white pool or mess going anywhere or any of his time here?
and the eyes just kind of like move across to you without his head moving. No, my grandfather spoke about pushing back the swarm, the honour of defeating them, and at great sacrifice, and he points to the Iron Fleet. Nothing about borrowing power. He wouldn't. And he like sort of like gets angry when he says that's like Skyroks don't need other people's power. And he like slams his hand on the desk. He's like, "We're strong."
What if it was the only thing they had left?
Then he should have died.
I mean,
Well, the good news is there isn't any good news, but I'm starting to think that you might have had two grandfathers.
Yeah, one on my dad's side, one on my mum's side.
They looked exactly the same, or maybe the one who came back was not your grandfather.
He just looks at you. He's like, I don't know what any of it means.
Did you ever meet your grandfather before he went out on military duty?
I was very young when this happened. I mean, this was 25 years ago, and he was already a well-decorated and older general.
So,
Not really. But when he came back, he was, part of our lives, and he left the military, he handed his notice in, and then he died.
okay.
I know that you say it's like a point of dishonor and whatever, but I understand where you're coming from. But
He did
I
something
mean,
great.
he did something great, and he achieved a lot. And all of us use tools to help us do something. It's not a point of weakness; it's a point of cleverness or something. Like, I wouldn't be angry at him if he did do this. He saved a lot of
Vesk
people.
don't see it that way. And he just looks at you. Where's Squeakerson? He looks down the corridor over there.
With Grandpa number 2.
While that's been going on,
Do you nod that way? And he like looks at the blood splatter on the floor and just like shoulder swag kind of like round the corner and will just stop.
Because he
here.
obviously didn't know what I was talking about.
No.
It was in his head.
Had no clue. And he sees you there and then sees the chair and he's like, what?
so I have a thing. I have a question. Whilst I've been reading this, obviously this information is super top secret kind of thing. Would it be okay to make like a culture check to see if this would change anything about like certain alliances or the stability of life itself?
Oh my god.
I mean,
That is a
Current Absalom Station politics.
I don't think you could.
No?
Because I don't think you've been that
Culture!
out yet.
No, fair enough. I only ask, I'm asking more for a point of, does this affect Dynatech?
You wouldn't know.
Wouldn't know. Is this thing downloadable or deletable?
Yes, you can absolutely take it to your data pad, but it is on the screen, and Vorog has walked in. And he stares at the body, and he's like, what? And then he sees the screen, but he goes to the body first. He's like,
Okay.
Grandfather. And he just starts shaking them. And he's like, no, what? And he's like, hand is around the wound, and then he's like looking at their head, and he just looks at you. He's like, I don't understand.
I think you might want to maybe take a seat not in this room.
What have you found?
A story.
Oh my god,
He
it's
just
just going
looks
to
at
be
you,
story
he's like,
time.
More
With
stories.
TJ's cookie.
What does it say?
Oh, buddy. Oh,
That's what my
buddy
granddad
boy.
used to call me.
Oh no.
Once upon a time.
There was a little Vesk called Vorag.
I think I'll
Giant
lean on the
tech
door
cares.
frame and just kind of wait for it all to
I
unfold.
mean, I'll probably sit on the floor.
Oh my god, do you want me to read this whole thing?
That's up to you.
Come on then, let's do
Well,
it.
TJ would do it.
I will get a lot of pronunciation wrong. I'm not going to read it in the TJ voice because I think it's silly. Or I could. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm
You
gonna-
twisted my own arm.
And I think, do you know what? There are two wolves inside me right now. I'm going to keep
One
the
is T and
camera
the other is
on,
J.
but I'm not going to point it at anything. I'm just going to keep it on.
Yeah.
I think this might have to be
Well, on the
edited out
screen,
later.
because you're not going to be memorising it, are you?
Well,
Well.
the orb that gave me unknowing purpose is now full, and my travels bring me back here to, is it Avul? Avul, where it all began. I could feel the orb as if it were I who had gorged at a feast, and even as younger Vesk would find myself bursting at the seams. Yet it appears that I was always destined to die here on Avul, so close to whatever our goal may be with the power I have collected on this solitary journey. I thought that maybe there, in that old temple, I would maybe find out what this journey was all for. My self-appointed exile to take this orb back to where I found it. I have travelled to many worlds since the defeat of the swarm here on Avul, and my retirement from Vest Command. I have pushed away my family, whom I fought with honour for. I could not let them know of the shame I carry, nor the confusion in my new quest for something else. Power, or something more. I find myself drawn to the shadows, the gloom, it sticks to me, and this orb sustains me, and I it. I was concerned at first when I felt that it was pulling me away from Vesk Prime and out into the stars, following blindly as I arrived at, I don't know what that says, Dimalco? Dimalco, a planet I knew to be in constant turmoil, terrorised by beasts of unimaginable power, colossi like the Kyokors? Kyokors?
Yeah.
Have terrorised and destroyed so much of the planet since the awakening. I thought at first maybe my/its want for more power was to face one of these, but no. I succumbed to the will of the orb and almost felt it take over. My emotions were now in control, and I steered my vessel according to this. I landed on the dry bed of an old ocean and walked away from the safety of my ship. 3 days I walked, not needing food or proper rest, not needing to stop. The orb gave me all that I could want. Then, after a short climb onto the continental slope, I saw my first colossi off in the distance. That is when I fully regained my full cognitive function. Or did I have that before? It's hard to tell where I end and the spirit of the orb begins sometimes. I knew I was in the right place. I knew all I needed to do here was watch, nothing more. The colossi was huge. Even from my safe cliff miles away, I could tell it was at least 150 foot tall. It was angrily hunting, swiping its massive claws at something in the ground, smashing down stone pillars and old, already decaying structures. It was digging, furiously. But then it stopped and stood its full height. I could feel its emotions from all these miles away, its fury dissipated out of nowhere. Then an overwhelming curiosity. No, something with more intent. The only way I could describe it was as if I were hunting myself and I had picked up the trail of my prey off in the distance. The colossi began to move in a different direction, away from what it was so intent on before, and after some time its massive strides had taken its even large form far from view. Then I saw it. The glow. The glow that was the same as the very orb I carried about my person. Then another. And another. 3 orbs with 3 Demai, the people of this world. And this is what I was supposed to see. The 3 walked out with heads down, looking into the orbs, not at where they were going. Behind them, only just visible, a crowd of more poured out of what was before a giant wall against a cliff edge, but now an opening to tunnels that was not there before. The Demai began to set off in different directions as if leaving a gathering, until all that remained were a few people, the 3 people holding the same orb that I did. They turned back to the wall and moved into the tunnels. The wall was suddenly there. I did not see it appear, nor did I see the transformation, my mind blank. But the orb I held felt renewed, like I or it had collected something that we needed, but there was more we needed. I could feel it. I made the walk back to my ship, still not needing food or water, undisturbed and free to think on what I had seen. My mind is clearer than the walk to the cliffside, and once in orbit again felt the orb reaching out with that same tug. I did not feel fear, just that intent to search. So I took to the drift, blind, just following my emotions. This pattern continued for years, and not once did I feel like I should oppose these feelings. I travelled from systems to systems, sometimes finding what we needed and feeling like power was gained for us both, sometimes to dead ends where it felt like energy was lost from us. If I got into trouble, I could most definitely handle myself, yet when it came to creatures of undeath and the likes, I was imbued with the additional power to hurt them. Now feeling like its hunger for knowledge or power had been satiated somewhat, I knew I was to head back here to Avul. Yet I was not ready for the remnants of the swarm left here, cut off from their hive mind, to be my downfall. 1 Vorogs was enough to slay me in my old age. I managed to crawl inside and lock the door to my old ops room while hearing it screaming outside. Here I will die, hungry for the first time in years, thirsty like I have never once had water past these lips, and I can no longer feel the presence of the orb. It too looks like it begins to diminish in power, as I am now. Was it all for nothing? Was it all for death? Or has this orb finished with me? It's funny. All I wanted last time I was here was the honour of my family to become legacy throughout the Veskarium. Yet I betrayed them by borrowing power to succeed. In doing so, I had to distance myself from them so that it does not diminish the family name. I wish more than anything now I had died here honourably 25 years ago. Just an old fool of a general, stubborn but unwavering, but fear got the best of me. Maybe that emotion is what called me to the orb in the first place. Emotions run strong in the Khazar family. Maybe the future generations of the Khazar name forgive my dishonour. Skarok Khazar. So...
He is just staring at this body. No. He's already dead. He's on Vest Prime. And he just throat kicks the body off the chair.
Where's the orb now?
Well, you're still looking for it, you know. Did he find it?
He had it and then he lost it by the
He lost it,
sounds
but
of
then he
it.
was looking for it. Right.
Just putting 2 and 2 together and maybe making 9 exactly. Could it be that your fellow Starfinders and our fellow colleagues might have happened upon said orb and might have been the thing that they were trying to bring back, and maybe given that information and now like, oh, hot diggity damn, let's roll off into a desert somewhere.
I mean...
9.
But he lost it while he was, well, before he was writing his dying... Excuse the
Does
fact.
it say that?
No.
He didn't have it.
He had it, didn't he?
He had the orb.
He said he was
It
trying
was
to
in his
find it.
body, like, he took it into
Well,
himself.
that's what the shadows depicted, but the Demai carry them. The Guardian Orbs. That's what that is. From that description, they are carried item. And he looks around the room and he's like kicking boxes of like old things, like turning over the desk. He's like, there's no Guardian Orb here. You'd see it.
The hell's a Guardian Orb?
I don't know who the Demai are either.
Yeah, I don't either. Anyway, I think TJ's right.
Oh, can I insight that?
Absolutely sense motive check. I mean, you all know she's a Demai. It's her race.
Oh!
Who the fuck are white people?
I
I am so sorry, I totally...
We're a different kind of chap. We're from that end.
20.
Yeah, you also know that Dara's Day is also one. Dead 20.
I am so sorry. I totally forgot. There is.
You're going to hate me for this.
Go on.
But with your background,
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
fine.
not going to give
that's
you anything.
absolutely fine.
Because I don't think you would know.
Shit.
I think I must have stopped listening. Can I read the end of that?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on the screen. You can carry on reading it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the point is though that he does. This orb isn't here anymore, and it does sound like quite a powerful thing.
And he just,
And-
Vorogs just slams his hands on the wall and he's just like, the point is that my grandfather's here and not on Best Prime. And he's just screaming.
Buddy.
Could something have stolen his face? You said he wasn't the same.
And he just lights the dosh cow. He's like, this is his.
Yeah, but on Vesk Prime, this is him, clearly. You said he wasn't the same when he returned. Could it have not been him?
Maybe the orb gave him life.
He said we. Was he referring to the orb, or was there then multiple we's?
I think he was talking about the orb and himself.
What's your sense motive?
My sense motive, just in general.
Yeah, when you did that. Because you did one that was a culture.
No, the culture was before. The sense motive was a 23, not a 23. That was the culture. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. What were you looking for with the sense motive?
I was kind of trying to figure out the Demai thing, whether Skelkin was
Can you roll?
concealing anything there.
Can you roll a diplomacy or a deception check? Your choice.
Yeah. It was because of the I can no longer feel the presence. That's where I got confused.
Can you roll a... You don't have to tell us which one it is.
Either way, it's shit, so... Diplomacy or what, sorry?
Well, I mean, what's the number now? Diplomacy or bluff?
They're the same. It's a 9.
A 9. Are you lying?
Well, I don't think I was particularly trying to lie too hard, but I...
You know that she knows something. Is
Cool. This Dara's Day, you've been pretty vocal about wanting to find them, and I get that, I understand that. Friendship. Ooh. But fucking, I'm not sugarcoating it. Did you know what they were coming out here to find? Did they have prior knowledge of what they were looking for?
I think they were very much the same as us in that we've been given the vaguest of vague goals. And you just find something you think is important and you bring it back or you don't.
Would they have an interest in one of these guardian orbs?
If we can find proof that they were here, there is no way they would have left it.
Do we think it's worth then tracking these guys down?
I mean, that's what we were trying to do.
I mean, we were doing
Our
that
job.
to any. I know,
Okay.
but like, I mean, is there anything else we want to do here?
Vorag.
we
What do you
came
want
here
on
for
with your?
Vorag.
Do you... Are you okay?
And as you guys are discussing what you want to do, his hand just into the wall. He's
Cool.
like, you can do what you want. I'm going to Best Prime. And he begins to leave this room.
How are you going to Vest Prime?
Yeah, we only have one.
No,
Well,
there are another.
We are two ships now.
And he looks at you, he's like, find Adric. They will take you back. I'm taking the Joan.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
And he begins to walk out.
No. That's actually Dynatech property. If you take it from that
He just like barks at you, like in this like
I puff out my cheeks.
Let's make contrasted intimidate rolls. I'll do this open.
Has anyone left anything on the Joan? Your charger, perhaps?
What'd you get?
A 29?
Shit.
Wow.
You can tell he's
some
not going to
scary
attack
chihuahua.
you. But like, yeah, he like does that, but you like puff out your chest and he's like, And he just looks angry and just carries on storming
I'm
off.
going to do the management look. Vorag, not to put too fine of a point on it, but your emotions right here are very high, and I think you need maybe 10 minutes to just cool it down, son.
It doesn't stop him from moving.
Vorag, I get that this is important, but can you just, I just spent so long trying to get rations so we don't die.
You can keep them.
He just wants the ship.
And he...
Why don't you take the Zephyr Horizon? Oh no, because
we can't fly it, you idiot.
Why can't?
Whoa,
Because-
We
As Steve said, Adric Iron Fist is the commanding officer and it won't leave without him unless he's already dead. Therefore, then the ship will be flotsam and jetsam to cash in on.
So,
You need to find that dwarf. And he's just like trembling with anger.
okay, but if we don't, you're leaving us here to die?
I'll tell Dynatech where you are. I'll tell he would say, I will tell the Starfinders where you are. I will at least message them for you. I am going to Vest Prime. You cannot stop me. And
What do you want done with your grand?
leave him. For all I care, traitor.
Ooh,
Okay.
shit.
And he
this.
is storming out of the main entrance.
Well, obviously I'm following him so he can
Yeah.
throw the rations at me.
And yeah, Dave is
I like my compass.
You've got your compass, haven't you?
No, my navigational.
Probably left their shit on the...
With that, he will let you collect your belongings, and he's like powering it up and stuff like that. Dave's trying to get back on, he kicks Dave off, and he's just like,
Dave, no!
if there's anything you
this
would
is
like
not
to
your
say
ship now.
to Vorag before he departs, now is the time.
I think after collecting a few of our things, I think I will kind of walk up near him and say, Vorag, I'm sorry. I know how you feel. In some sort of way, it is different, but even still, you have to do what you need to do. So good luck.
Someone's getting decked.
Actually, that was a sense motive, and he rolled 19 plus a 2 for a 21.
Shall I roll a diplomacy?
No, because you are being sincere, and in this instance, it's more a case that you're just letting him know something. But he looks at you and he's like, I will find out what is going on. And when I have answers, I will let you know.
Good luck.
And he nods. And then he
Good luck.
beep, 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 presses something on his data pad, and all of you receive a private comm channel. This is my private comm channel, and if you need anything, I will do what I can to answer the questions. I will let you know what I find, and he looks directly at you. And I will keep you updated when I know things. And there are just tears now streaming out of his eyes.
I obviously have no idea what he's talking about.
Dynatech really cares. They won't mind me borrowing the ship for a bit longer. It was chartered to us all.
Yeah, all. Vorag.
If you have another way off, I'm sure they will understand. I would get off now unless you are coming with me.
Oh, the paperwork on this is going to be
You wouldn't
something.
make this ship.
Son,
Just go.
just don't. I hope that you can find yourself some peace in whatever it is you are going to do. And I hope that peace brings you back to us. Because, and I'm not going to say it because I know you hate it.
Don't.
I'm not. But we care. And I want you to remember that.
And there is a heartbeat of a pause.
Did you?
Beep, beep. You hear the engine starting to power up, and you have the opportunity to leave the ship. The back door closes and the ramp goes up. And you stand there outside this forward operating base as the SS.Joan kicks up the dust and leaves you 4 and Dave on the ground. And we're going to go to break.
This episode of the Dragonborn Industries Starfinder podcast is proudly supported by Warrior Prints 3D, your one-stop shop for anything 3D printed. From cosplay items, tabletop terrain, and miniatures to anything you could need printing. Be sure to check out Warrior Prints 3D on their Instagram @WarriorPrints3D and on their Etsy store, warriorprints3d.etsy.com, and use the perma code, oh yeah, it's a permanent code, to the stars for a 10% discount. That's to the stars, all one word, for a 10% discount.
Hey, and while you're here, why not check out rollandplaypress.com for all of their amazing toolkits, be it sci-fi or fantasy TTRPGs, or just some of those one-shot wonders they've got from their new book. We have an affiliate code, which is DRAGONBORN10, which gives you 10% off your purchases from rollandplaypress.com. So please go check them out. They are lovely people and are an amazing member of the TTRPG community.
All right.
And we're back.
No.
No.
Overridden.
We're back for part 2 of episode 6. Thank you all for sticking around over the break. And if you're on YouTube, that would have been really short because I'd have cut it to really short, like in and out, like so. Unfortunately, we've had to say goodbye to James as a player, and maybe one day he'll be back with us. But for now, let's not just kill Vorog off. Let's keep him alive and have him go up in the way. But we love you, buddy, and hopefully we'll see you again real soon. As for everybody else, we've got fresh coffee in our mugs. Mine's been warm for now about 3-4 hours, and it's very, very good.
It's Dynatech cares.
Dynatech cares. And
fresh coffee.
We're going to carry on with part 2 of this episode.
Wait.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. So, let's put on some music.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll set a scene.
That's the vibe.
Nintendo Dance.
You get 4 seconds.
It's definitely the vibe.
Yeah, I think probably after exiting all stuff that we want off the Joan, that we're going to put it on the new ship.
Well, let's set the scene
Somewhere
first.
to store.
Yeah.
As you stand there with your bags and stuff all left out in the sand. There's actually something I need to retcon as well that I completely forgot to add to my description.
Oh, no.
Okay.
During that shadow scene, I was actually supposed to read another bit that I'd written a bit later on that I forgot to include into it. Words over the top of everything would have said,
Darkness and might, bound together to fight. Guardian cast upon the shadows, knowledge and light, until the child of retribution return. The child of retribution return.
Nothing like a good old prophecy.
which is really important that I forgot to put that in. I was reading the description like, and there's this, and there's this. So yeah, that needed to be in there. Small retcon. Watch it back, write it down, do what you need to do. Otherwise, I will set a scene and we'll come back into part 2. You stand there at the entrance to this facility, this forward operating base, this makeshift thing as the recently named SS.Joan, this tiny shuttle from Dynatech Industries, takes off and you watch it begin its ascent into orbit. The dust begins to settle around you and your belongings, your stack of rations, your small cleaning vessel, Dave, and anything else you took with you on this adventure. The Zephyr horizon off to one side, and the other part of this facility behind you still unexplored.
Well, we're going to have to get access to this bloody shit now, aren't we?
We have
Well,
access,
the AI
I just think we can't
Steve
fly.
lets us
Exactly.
on. I mean, do we actually want to see the rest of this facility, or do we actually
I
want to
think-
find this dwarf?
I think we have to find him.
Well, I mean, I'm going to assume that Kato is with them, maybe, and she's in that direction,
But
not
the thing
that
is-
direction.
We don't know that this Adric fellow is even with them, because by the looks of it, he was a turncoat, maybe, possibly, and has just gone off by himself, as people apparently do, and, left his friends in the lurch. And we can't do anything, and we've got to find the I'm very stressed, I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
The paperwork. I'm fine. I do apologise for my outburst.
I can help you with some of the paperwork later if you want.
I very much appreciate that.
But, I mean, Kato at the moment is our only lead, unless we can find some biological samples of Adric.
am I being really dim and misconstruing things here? But does it? I mean, the blood trail was definitely from Grandpa Papa.
Yeah.
Cool.
You could absolutely have found like little hairs and stuff, because that's what I thought you found of Derisday and of Adric when you previously searched the Zephyr. So I was going to ask if you switched to Derisday in the morning like you were going to, but then you carried on saying Kato, so I was like, alright, we'll leave it at that.
Well, I mean, I was under the impression that we didn't, so...
I don't think we did. I think I mentioned...
Because you found the bag, but you only searched Kato's bunk.
I searched for Kato, I did...
We did have a hair of each, but I think we were finding Kato first.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I don't mind bumbling back onto the Zephyr just quickly and trying to look for hair or other of Adric.
And with no intense time needed to, find anything, or like you're not under any pressure, very easily done. Like Adric's is just like the crew of the Zephyr. There's tons of stuff. There's like hairbrushes. There's like slime coat for the essentially the frog. There's one of them is a Yosoki. There's fur everywhere. Quite easy to do, and 4 of them are still on there. Well, no, Dave has seen to that. But,
long hair out of like the shower.
Yeah, and very easy doable. You would find one of Derisday's, especially with like his kit and his bags that were still there.
We did already have one. We didn't put it in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a once per day thing. So I mean, assuming it's a new day.
It was a new day before you went into this facility.
Okay.
But
I don't think we should leave any stone unturned here.
Okay.
Read.
Search the rest of the facility.
You can re-enter the facility, and I imagine you're turning left.
Yar.
The bodies continue, and same as before, but without this blood trail on top. You begin to work your way down that corridor, and you get to the same sort of corner, and it seems like both of them kind of arced around like that. And as you come around the corner, you see that this area is collapsed in. However,
That's not helpful.
there is a slither of light, and you can just get the smell of outside. And there's probably a reason it didn't smell in here too bad, because there is a hole too outside somewhere. Everybody give me a perception check.
I just realised I shouldn't have picked this one because he is too big for the jail.
He's a mutant. 14 for me.
14,
18.
18,
16.
16,
Maths.
nice.
18 plus 8 is 22.
Yeah. So obviously something has happened where there's been a collapse outside of some kind of the rock formations or whatever that has fallen in on this bit of the operating base, or this control room, this ops room, whatever. But somebody has found passage out. And who's proficient in survival?
What does proficient mean? Red dot, blue dot?
I believe.
No, green dot. Why did I say red?
I do have it actually as a plus skill.
Green or blue?
For once, I actually have some vaguely
Green is the
useful.
class skill, blue is trained.
Yeah.
So
A class skill or trained, as long as you've got a dot on it.
Yeah, I got a green dot.
I'm also a small individual.
Yeah. Somebody has recently disturbed a lot of the dust and the rock and moved it, and you imagine has crawled out of.
Could instead of trying to, well, I mean, if you want to,
I'll have a little wiggle.
if you want to really wriggle out of that,
Love a little
Did you
wiggle.
read it?
I would actually prefer instead to use my mapping skills, figure out, come outside, and then walk around to try and find the other side.
Yeah, and what you would find is, and it's relatively easy to see, where you saw it with the containers before, where this Koromach jumped down from these like hollowed out spheres of where acid had melted part of it, there is this rock formation where there's these same hollowed out spheres of like eroded away material. There's nothing there anymore, but a lot of it's collapsed in, and you can see like where this facility is half buried, and this is where it's collapsed in on it. After some searching, you see where this sand almost like falls in, and then you can see the kind of thing through, and you call through, and your friends are there.
Hi.
It's like sort of like a 10-foot crawl through. Imagine like caving.
I think a Korriva probably came through here, load of acids.
Well, this seems more natural, the tunnel. The acid is like these hollowed out half spears in the walls of like what is now fallen over. This is collapsed, crushed part of the facility, and where the stones all on top of each other, there are still gaps that somebody could have got through.
Okay,
I really want to crawl through it.
Well, you can if you want. I can just try and guide your way
Is
through.
it just the one
Yep.
tunnel? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get in there. I need it.
Hamster.
And it doesn't take much following the sight of a little bit of light and also the sound of Calix's voice, and you can. It would be a squeeze, but somebody, at least the medium creature or below could have squeezed through.
Yep. It's like going to work. I love it.
I'm gonna go and have a space fag while this is going on.
Skeleton goes outside, sparks up.
With my laser pistol.
I suppose I probably will go through as well.
Yeah. It leads to outside.
It's awesome. Is there any more facility here?
No, it all appears to be destroyed, crushed, whatever.
Well, that's that then, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no sign of like coral rats that's been through here.
Does this planet? Are we experiencing day, night? Are we in eternal day, eternal night?
There would be day and night.
Okay. Does it look like we're getting close to dusk, or
No, it's like middle morning.
Okay.
Right,
Well-
let's go fucking north then.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
Fucking
I tomorrow I'll set it to Adric, but I mean, for now we can follow at least as far as Cato, and while we've got light, we should be able to see something in the dust.
I don't think we should change it until we've found who we're
I
looking
agree.
for. Otherwise, we're just going one direction, then another.
Yeah.
I mean, I was only going to change it the one time, but
It's quite
But if we
like a-
haven't found Cato, Adric could be in a different direction, and it could be a pointless travel. We need to follow until we find Cato.
all right.
one at a time. And it's quite likely, hopefully, we find them all together.
Okay.
But
Hopefully,
we never.
yeah.
And hopefully, our ideas of what happened are wrong.
I hope so. Bloody hope so. You know, no one likes a mutiny.
Are you following the compass?
Yeah.
I'll bring some rations.
Absolutely.
Bring rations.
We're not going to starve this day.
Just out of interest,
or tomorrow.
the Zephyr doesn't have any like skidoos or anything.
Skidoos.
Skidoos.
Canoes.
Little drifters.
Skidoos.
Oh, no, but I mean, you could take panels off the walls and try and.
How fast can
sand
Dave
surf?
go?
In this sand, not very fast at all. Dave struggles because he's wheeled on the soft sand.
We've got to
Can
leave
we,
him in this
can we leave Dave
Well,
on the
if we should
Zephyr and
leave
make sure
Dave,
he's
yeah.
not wandering?
Yeah.
Can
Dave's
you
like,
He's going to be a
reprogram
liability.
him?
He's going to be a liability.
Can you reprogram him to not wander? Because we have told him
I'll
not to
just
wander.
pair him up with his Bluetooth AI.
Bluetooth,
In the
Steve.
Zephyr,
Keep an eye
right.
on Dave.
yeah, and Steve is like, I will keep an eye on Dave.
Thank you.
Hello, Dave. I am Steve.
Hello, Steve. I'm
Hello,
Dave.
Steve. I am Dave.
Look at this.
I'm sure you have some
Correction.
riveting
Be the
conversation
best
with
of
Far Away.
buds.
Are you too? A protein recycling unit. And his programming has been broken, and if you say, stay, he's like, I will talk with Steve.
Oh god, they're talking in binary.
Oh no, we'll never understand.
And you leave your little, tiny little protein recycling toilet bot.
Oh.
The Dynatech automated vacuum envoy
Pop.
Hey, the Bogbot.
Love him so much.
on
Yep.
on the Zephyr Horizon with the AI known as Steve. And you can begin to follow the compass. I will not even have you roll a survival check because you are currently following in open desert this compass. However, after about half an hour's travel, not far
Could
just.
I do something before we get too far away from Steve?
You can indeed.
I know Steve won't betray his master, as it were, but I would like some sort of warning. Say, if Adric were to come back and leave with the only vessel that can leave this place, would Steve be able to let us know that we need to find our own fucking transport?
So you were told previously that if it's anybody other than the last remaining and officer, which is Adric, they would let you know, but they would have to ask for Adric's permission, and they would inform Adric of your positions here, and also that you are fellow Starfinders, and ask if he can let you know. Otherwise, that's on Adric, because he would be the
that's all we can do.
commanding officer.
So, I mean, it kind of works in a way then, because if we come back and there is no ship, we know that Adric is not our friend. But that's not a good way to find out.
It's not the ideal way.
But at least Vorag gave us
Can
a channel.
Dave tell us?
I don't think he's that long distance.
Dave can't, because the comms were between the ship and...
Sure.
Vorag did say that
But, I mean,
Starfinders.
you tell me how you want to get Dave to communicate with you.
Carrier pigeon.
Can I...
Launch our ship.
You can think of a way to get Dave to communicate with you. Let's make some rolls.
Right, you've got him on your computer, haven't you,
Well,
Dave?
He's got Steve.
You've got Steve on your computer, but have you got Dave?
I probably can maybe add him to my computer, but
Bluetooth the toilet.
I've got a fair amount of experience making technological things. So, if I would like to try and make maybe some sort of wireless transmitter and be able to put it in Dave.
Okay.
Out of like spare parts and whatever, and because I am me, I
don't
can
know where this is
make it in
going.
half the time that anyone
Wait.
else can.
I have my things that I put on my stones. You can have one. Trackers.
Okay.
You can jury rig one of those.
So give me an engineering check. This is to create essentially a communications device out of parts that are freely available here on the horizon.
We're going to rename that.
Can I leave a note on Dee's bed?
Yes. Do you want to tell us that out loud, or are you just going to message me?
It's not going to be important yet. I'm not going to say it out loud.
I'm going to nick one.
I'm not going to tell anyone that I did it.
Fine. Just message me what it is, and then I'll. That way, at least I know, just in case.
An unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay. So technological items are usually 1d4 hours. You get to half that, don't you? So roll a d4.
So 1.
A 1. Half an hour. You can knock up a small comm unit, a transponder, and essentially bastardise Dave.
Oh,
Done deal. You can see me use my goggles and like sort of zoom in a little bit.
Dave's like,
I'm like soldering and putting some wires together and like little dongles and whatever.
the initiative of the Starfinder in action.
And then I'll sort of wire it into Dave.
yeah, and what's it look like? I mean, does it look like a big box on his outside, or
I
is
think
it a...
maybe I found like a small sort of screen from some old part or whatever, and I've just attached some antennas to it and sort of made some programming on it so that it can then transmit to us and then paired it up with us.
Yeah.
So like Vorag did with the private channels, that kind of thing. So,
And where did you put it on, Dave? Put that out in the open.
ooh.
So you can see this tiny little cylinder with wheels.
Oh, give him a hat.
I fucking love that parrot. Have you guys seen that? It's a parrot. He's like got a bottle cap, and he turns it and goes. Ha! And it's one of the best videos
It's
out
such
there.
a good video.
I think I'll maybe like put it on like the side of his shoulder. If he has sort of flexible arms where he can go.
So, one arm is a long, straight, metallic Hoover arm that just like goes around.
Okay.
The other one is like a pincer
kind of
claw, but it's
okay.
on like a Bender from Futurama. It's
Kinda
almost like a segmented arm that allows it to move around.
Yeah. All right.
A wibbly wobbly.
So it's on his like straight arm. Yeah.
So you can.
Davis like. Oh,
It's your first upgrade.
Aww.
the eyes get like really big. I will treasure it forever.
Can you test it? Can you use this thing I put on you to communicate with us?
You can spend the time teaching him how to do it, programming, and then he can
Okay.
communicate with you.
Oh my god.
He can send simple
Yeah.
messages, either text or vocal.
Cool.
We're going to get to the end of the campaign, and Dave is going to be like the most like intense kind of Evangelion.
He's gonna be
kind of,
like
Still a cylinder in the middle, but like
Yeah.
Modded
Summon the Dane!
Oh my god, that'll be amazing.
So,
He still flings poop.
Trek out into the desert.
Yes.
Dave has a communicator device.
I'm so proud of Dave.
I will say to Dave, if people come on the ship, send us a message and say people have come onto the ship. If one looks like a short, more
This guy,
sturdy
I'm
kind
gonna
of
hold out a
fellow,
photo of
this
him.
one, if one of them looks like this, say Adric has come onto the ship. Can you do that for me, Dave?
I can.
Perfect.
Good, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Isn't
It will be-
Dave going to get smashed?
My pleasure.
Yeah, Dave, look after yourself. Like, try not to get hurt or anything.
And like you look around and like he just wheels around and there's still half ichor everywhere. He's like, I will be fine. Baby, gotta get to work!
I want to clean.
Skelka makes a good point though. Dave might get hurt if people come on the ship and they
that's
see
why I'm
Dave
like-
and go,
Dave,
Who
if
the hell is
people
this?
come on the ship,
Hide.
yeah, hide.
God, we've got so many backup plans on backup plans.
But you say that, right? If Adric goes onto the ship and Dave goes, Adric is on the ship, don't you think Adric's going to go, what the fuck is this?
No,
and boot Dave off?
Adric won't hear it because it's all.
He can do it either voice or via.
Don't you think he's going to notice that there is a shit machine that wasn't there before?
That's why Dave's gonna hide.
That's why we've said, Dave, hide. And then, you know, maybe send it as a text message, not
Dave
as a
know
verbal
what
message.
hide-
I think we've probably prepped Dave.
We don't need
Yeah.
to worry about it,
And
Steve.
we should
Never has
probably...
anybody cared more about a toilet in their entire life.
Listen, you gave us that cute little beast,
Yeah.
of course we were going to care about him.
Ron, games up by Philip, who's Kickstarter. You can check out.
Hey.
I will say, Steve, just tell Adric if he comes along, Dave is part of the new Starfinders that are trying to find them. Can you do that?
I can inform Adric.
Obviously, I know Adric is in charge, you know.
I can inform them.
Thank you. There we go.
Dave's
Sorted.
like, Starfinder.
No.
Dave's the start fucking dead.
We've done all we can. Everything is in Adric's hands now.
You know, it'll probably be around midday by the time you guys finish upgrading Dave and
Should.
doing all the
We
bits
should
and bobs
start
you do.
going.
Oh, actually, before we go, just ever so
Dave,
quickly,
need a big dump.
whilst this has been kind of going on, can I kind of check for any kind of like pop-up tents or anything that can be used as shelter while we're travelling?
And there absolutely is this kind of stuff on board. The cargo bay, like certain like aspects of it, you can pull like panels away and stuff. And there's survival gear. There is essentially everything a Starfinder needs to go out and explore. And Kaz, you would know that this
No
kind of ship
skadoos, though.
has that kind of thing on there. And yeah, you can go in. You can easily find a. It's like a little biome shelter. There is a portable heater, which essentially, when you turn it on, it acts like a campfire, but it's powered.
And they left that behind.
Yes.
Maybe
Where
they
do we
take-
find languages?
Languages. Let's have a look at a face dose.
It's not
Class
in.
features, afflictions,
Should be
stat block.
under senses.
Yes.
I don't have that.
You definitely speak Divine Common. Yeah, because Derrite hasn't got them on there either.
I don't think I do either.
Okay, I think I've done what I was going to do.
Cool. So you guys can take enough survival gear.
Oh,
You good?
I'm wearing my food.
Dinner medal. You guys following the compass.
Yeah.
Okay. So. You follow the compass north for about half an hour. It's quite open desert, but then the terrain starts to become more rocky, and this like red stone matches the sand around here starts to come up, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you realise actually you're starting to slowly descend down into like a craggy area, and the walls then start beginning to get higher and higher and higher, and eventually you end up with several different paths that you can go on.
Oh,
The compass still points in a northerly direction, but now it's like you're entering a maze as you enter down into this chasm, this huge canyon.
Can we walk around it?
Okay, so
You can go back and
when you say we've got multiple paths, what are the multiple path options? So one is go, I assume, through chasm.
Well, I mean, as you start descending down, you are in the chasm essentially, going
Okay.
into it, and because you're just following the compass. You can back up and see if you can start going around it, but you don't know how big this chasm is going to be.
Yeah.
As you begin to go into the chasm, you notice that stone and like natural gullies and channels all seem to then start winding their way in different directions. Some of it. Who's got the highest perception? Let's just, because there's no passive perception in Starfinder, but I'd like to know who's the most watchful.
I've got a +8
I
on
don't know how
perception.
Plus 8, you've got +8, so remember that
Plus
from earlier.
8 as well.
+8?
+5.
+5. So, probably because you've got the camera there, but you guys start to realise that a lot of this stonework, right, it's not stonework, a lot of this like rock and stuff, every now and again there is hints of stonework. And it's carved stone that's then been weathered by sandstorms and time and sandblasted essentially. This was potentially once a dwelling, not a dwelling, but more of a settlement made of the natural stone, but carved.
I think if it gets closer to night, I'd want to investigate one of these, but for now, I think it's best to head on
Yeah.
to try and get as much
Through the
ground
chasm, or-
close to who we're following.
I want to know what the path's options
Cool.
are.
So essentially, there are just like these snaking, winding. They look like deep rivers once that maybe have like channeled their way through that are now dry. Most of them all look so similar, and some like seem to veer off and go east and west, while the other ones tend to like all lead down. You could backtrack and try and go around the cavern or chasm, or you could, because they all look the same, it's a case of just picking a more westerly one all the way through to a more easterly one and seeing where they go. Essentially, there's really not much to go on apart from the compass direction.
Yeah, providing Cassie doesn't
Yeah.
move, we should be able to use the compass to not get lost. But if she's moving, we
No,
might
if she's
never come
moving,
out.
the compass will still follow her. Nah,
Yeah,
true.
and we might not ever get out.
Can I then, while we're going, try and keep some sort of like vague attempt at a map of while we're going, and also
can indeed.
make some
Yep.
marks?
Do you have a normal compass?
It's a good point. I should go through my. I mean, I assume I have like a futuristic mobile phone.
Kind of, yeah. Think of it more like Magitech, but it's like
Yeah.
it's not necessarily that you have
no.
the mapping ability.
Why
It's
don't
your
it's
profession.
it's that I can literally like
Use
get up Photoshop and start drawing a map.
we could use Dynatech's great app, Google Maps.
Google Maps.
Google Maps.
I mean, I'm one of the developers actually for Google Maps.
Wait,
No, you're not.
I did the branding.
Yeah.
So, you begin to mark bits on the chasm, and you begin to mark down. And essentially, I imagine you drawing it, yeah?
Yeah, as effectively are drawing like different directions, and like if I make a mark, it'll be sort of like a specific, unique mark that I'll associate on a map, sort of like a triangle with a line through it, or a circle with a line through it, and associate that with a map location.
Because
do
of
a
your
square
profession,
with
you
a
can
line
give me a
through it.
profession roll instead of a survival check.
There you are. Well, that's a 14 altogether.
14. Okay. You definitely begin to map the location, but because you're having to map it, it slows you down a little bit.
Yeah.
And by late afternoon, you realise that as you're going through them, some of them rejoin back onto this original, like the central path that leads north, other ones like veer off and go down. But what you notice is that this chasm has started at a point and then it's just getting wider and wider and wider. The compass keeps pointing north, and you keep bringing yourself roughly to the centre, and you can actually use what's essentially a main channel to realise that whatever carved through the ground here started something, or you know, it's got a direction, and it sort of helps you with that mapping and also where you're going. What you do notice is as you go further and further down into this chasm, more carved stone becomes apparent. Where the sandstorms don't necessarily hit all the way down and they go over the top, you are starting to find just the erosion of time. Can I have
Oui.
perception checks from everybody, please?
Oh no.
18.
18.
19.
19.
22.
22.
20.
20.
We all see.
Getting used to seeing all this sand.
Well, actually, what you're starting to see now is this definitely was a settlement. And actually, it's been put in this chasm probably as a town or a city to avoid the sandstorms. A lot of it is now destroyed, or a lot of it is now an archaeologist's dream. But
Steady now.
This is better than your car park, hey?
eventually,
I never wanted a car park, but it is something on Dynatech's plans.
you realise that the ground starts levelling out again. And there's bigger gaps between these ravines and these buildings, or whatever they were originally. And you start to realise that you're maybe like early evening time at this point, and you've walked for quite some time. That compass still pointing north. That you were probably getting towards the floor of this chasm, and you kind of like, every time you get a glimpse every now and again to the east, the west, the south, you can see how deep you've actually gone. And although there's sunlight coming in from above you, there's a lot of like overhanging shadows now from all of these like rock pillars and formations and old buildings that all sit everywhere. But all the paths seem to be leading to this area. With those perception checks, you would see that part of the chasm a bit further to the north has almost fallen in, and it then descends further. However,
Oh no.
it seems to create, instead of these like winding caverns, they are like straight tunnels. And I mean, you would personally know that these are carved tunnels.
I do like a carved tunnel.
You do like a carved tunnel,
Oh my!
and you start to see.
Damn I?
Oh,
Oh.
I liked that. I liked that a lot.
What? Yes. Thanks. I'm going to collect it.
For podcast listeners, Emily just got a cred stick.
Make a joke that I like, and I'll reward it.
Was it a joke or was it a pun?
Make a good pun, and I'll reward it. You start to see images on the wall, but every time your eyes focus on them, they blur. And every time you start to see writing or anything that could be, it blurs. Not unlike anything you've seen pre-Gap. This place is old. And do you carry on following the compass?
How long do we think, if we're in a hole and the sun's up here, how long do we think we've got before we get little to no sun?
Couple more hours.
Oh, but there's a hole and you say it's gone deeper.
Do you think maybe we should find a place here to rest up while we still have light to explore, and then when we're sure and rested, we can go down the holes in the morning?
I do agree. I also wonder if I want to go down the hole, but the compass is not pointing down the hole. So do we just skip it?
The hole would be still in the direction that the compass is pointing.
I mean, is there an option to not? As far as I understand, it's the hole or nothing.
No, you could definitely like work your way outside and around it, and then but you've got to navigate what is essentially an old stone city.
Ideally, if we were to set up camp, I would like it to not be anywhere near the hole within a hole, just in case.
Well, we can keep watching things, can't we?
We can do the hole in the morning, and we can rest up in one of these. They look really interesting.
But it could be, not that I'm negative, But it could be a nest.
Yes, that's why we're not going to go down it this evening.
But I don't want to sleep near it.
Well, we can sleep away from it a little bit.
Yeah, it's just like a lot away.
We know where it is.
I mean, if we walk about half an hour back, that should be enough, right?
We don't need to go back.
Not that much. Remember, is there like an alcove that we could all fit in somewhere?
Loads of them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's loads of these, like, houses carved into the walls.
Yeah, and they're essentially caves.
Ah. And look at all this writing. Isn't it fun?
So there's writing, but there's no remains of any civilization.
No.
Could I
Curious that.
get out some paper and a Crayola and rub the writing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that. Writing
You
rubs.
physically cannot focus on the writing,
Okay.
and when you do the rubbing, you cannot focus on the writing.
Oh, that's freaky.
Interesting.
Which
Still
is
taking that rubbing,
very
though.
reminiscent of anything pre-Gap. This period of time that is missing from the galaxy that everybody knows about. It just tells you that this is pre-Gap.
But they're pictograms.
You don't even know.
So the whole rubbing is unreadable.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it not giving us migraines walking through all this?
Potentially, if you try and focus on it.
Well, should we find a little area to make camp? I
Yes.
think that's the most sensible course of action.
Yeah. Do you take like a small dwelling cave? Do you take a?
Oh, I'd love to take a dwelling cave.
Let's go for a dwelling cave.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can set up for the night. You can set your little heater on the go, and you know it probably like illuminates the. It'd be like a white light, but it still kicks out heat. Are you guys taking watch?
Yes.
Yeah.
But have you seen? This is a dumb question. You know in Shrek where she rolls a stone over the cave?
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
do that. If there's anything that we can sort of block the light with, because I don't like having one entrance and one exit.
It'll be a low DC. Give me a perception check to go find a decent enough rock to be able to roll between yourselves.
22.
Yeah, I would say there's probably a large like slab in one of the dwellings that you're able to like, and it's obviously carved, but you're able to like drag it away between you all and like leaning it up against the door to the dwelling cave, and yeah, it's a funny little egg-shaped hole in what is essentially like a cliff face that you're in, and there are like little semicircle holes where something might have been stored, or little plinths where maybe something or somebody laid down or sat. Completely barren though.
I wonder who lived here. I wonder where they went.
This is an odd sort of place, isn't it? Do you live here?
I don't find it fascinating though.
I love it. It's honestly taking everything me not just run off down a little tunnel and just have a good time.
Oh. But I mean, isn't it cool just to think that there was someone here pre-Gap? They had their entire lives here, an entire community.
It's a bit rough and tumble, though, don't you think?
I mean, a little. It's not what I'm used
What are
to.
you looking at?
What are you used to? Out of interest.
I'm not just saying it's rock. There's no technology here. I mean, it's all so primitive.
Oh, heavens
I mean-
forbid.
I'm just,
Do you
I'm
need
just-
technology all the time?
Well,
Sometimes it's nice to disconnect.
would you
though,
not
isn't
say
it?
that technology has improved our lives a thousandfold?
Oh no, I won't deny that. But sometimes it's nice to just.
Are you incapable of living without?
I wouldn't say I'm not incapable. I'm just. I can't imagine living without it, I suppose.
I'll give you 10 credits if you can go an hour without it.
But why? I don't need to. That seems like a silly bet.
Just scrolling space button.
It's not a problem.
Go away,
Switch off at
Mom.
any time.
God, these people were so stupid before they had technology.
I mean, coming back to things though, you're a Hamsoki.
Hastoki.
Hastoki.
Big of the Guinea.
So I mean, like, you You don't know how old you live to.
Oh, there's probably a record somewhere. You know, it doesn't matter. You keep going, and then you die, and then there's that.
Do you have parents?
Well, no.
How did you become
Test
being?
tube baby.
Adding so blasé. Like,
Oh, yeah, no, it's just, you know.
Don't be
I woke
silly.
up in the lab and then I got to work, you know. Bish bash bosh.
lab?
Yeah.
Dynatech.
Yeah, of course. Timothy and Joanne were very lovely about it. They talked me through the whole thing, got me going, set me up in a nice little cubicle. Wonderful. So I suppose they'd be my parents, wouldn't they? Yeah. If you want to be all like breeder about it.
These fucking breeders.
Were you this size on your first day?
Do you have variations, like certain?
Colourings?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course we do. We don't all
like-
look the same. Ridiculous. No. I mean, you get like, I mean, for example, my wife is a little bit more of a white colour than I am, and you know, there's our neighbour Jenkins, who's sort of brown and black in his fur, and you know, I work next to a chap who's got little piebald spots on him. Quite interesting. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a wife.
Yeah.
Yes,
What-
TJ's already mentioned that
No.
doesn't really like the wife.
No, I like the wife.
I just
the wife
don't-
is fine.
But I mean, if you're, I don't. Forgive me if I'm offending you, just say.
no.
But I mean, if you're grown in a test tube or a lab, do you need a wife? I mean, it's nice to have the company, I get, and everything, but like
Matrix.
Yeah, it's just, you know, as you said, company, and you know, it's nice to have someone to go to work with and come home from work with and spend time with, and you know, Linda's fine. She's nice. We get on.
So you do have a home that isn't in Dynatech?
Yeah. I don't know why you're all so interested, really.
I'm just curious.
Very,
It's
very
unusual, that's
interesting.
all right.
No,
It's not something I've heard of.
for me, it's very usual. I mean, it is what it is. Have you not met Stokey before? Is that?
Nope.
You are the first one I've met.
Oh well.
You're rather lovely, though. I enjoyed visiting the 200th floor as well.
You know, I enjoyed showing you around. I
Yes.
must say, I think you're a smashing young lad.
Oh, thank you. I think you're wonderful too.
Oh, bless your cotton socks.
Aw.
I'll take the first watch.
I'll take a second.
Perception checks all round, please. I assume we're just going to go around the table 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh, lovely. That's a 2.
Awesome.
So 10.
10. Over the chatter by the electric campfire, you can't really see much. There's no windows, and you put a big stone in the way. You probably have enough of an angle to be able to like poke your head through and stuff like that. Eerily still out there. Your watch goes without any kind of complications, let's say, and you know people start bedding down and resting.
20.
20. You hand over to Kaz, and you go get some rest. And would you stay inside? Would you squeeze outside? What would you do on your watch?
Well, we blocked the entrance, didn't we?
Yeah, there's enough of a gap that you could probably squeeze out if you wanted to.
I'll hang a little bit outside, I think.
You go outside, and again, it's still eerily quiet. Every now and again, maybe on the wind, you just hear this like a whistling as it comes through. You just hear it really far off in the distance. And I mean, it sounds miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Kaz would have the understanding of that kind of
things, yeah.
thing. Your watch goes without
Alright.
a hitch.
Who's taking next?
You hand over to
8.
TJ. An 8. Could you roll a D100 for me, please?
Lordy, lordy.
Let's do
We will get flooded. There's nothing you can do against water.
that is a 19.
19. Okay.
Death becomes you.
What would you do on your watch?
I think TJ's gone outside
and has a whole. I think TJ is very distracted by, you know, the loss of the SS.Joan, Vorag leaving, and then starting to kind of maybe examine his life a little closer than he has before, in light of the questions of his new friends. And I think he really wants a wheel at this point, but there is no wheel, so he's just going to kind of run on the spot for a bit, just to get his little heart rate going.
There's a moment during this when you're trying to get your heart rate up that you hear a
No.
and you hear like a buzzing, and you manage to like your ears, these little round hamster ears, kind of like peek up, and you like duck back into the doorway, and you watch as like a small cloud of bug-like beings that look not too dissimilar to what you fought a day or two ago, with wings, across the sky, over the canyon.
Why?
Remnants of the swarm.
Do you want to make me a stealth check?
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Stealth.
Oh
Come
Lord.
on, stealth, like, okay.
Come on.
I just imagine like
I
the
think-
little one-man
I
blanket.
think I'm going to use my cred stick for this one, just
yeah.
really make sure. So it's with with 2? Or?
You get to basically roll with advantage.
Come on.
That's better. That is going to be 13.
Okay.
The first roll was a 2.
Good. I did a
Feeling in my
perception check
waters.
for these, which is what I rolled behind here. Do you want to know what I rolled?
What did you roll?
A 1, please, not a natural 20.
12.
12.
Squid Game. Where
Oh my god. Cred stick saved us.
Oh,
Oh.
For anybody who's watching who's maybe not seen the cred stick system before, I stole this from Glass Cannon with their bottle cap system. Starfinder doesn't have advantage or disadvantage, but what I will do is I reward players for a decent RP, a decent pun, or something that hurts themselves in the long run. And Steph's done it for you. I think everybody's done one by now, haven't they? No? Okay, we'll keep trying. Maybe try harder.
Oh dear.
Dynatech says do better.
And it means that they can spend them before they know the outcome of a roll to basically have advantage or impose disadvantage on a roll. You manage to tuck into the door as this, and you can see them looking, clearly hunting. And they pass. The end of your watch, nothing else happens.
slink back in. Be careful out there, Calyx.
Why?
Big buggy boys in the sky.
Oh.
With wings and claw. No.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Watch us from inside.
Yeah, what would you do?
Yeah, I think slowly slink out the door on this basis, stay very tight to the walls, but I'm going to see, are there any holes higher up in the chasm?
Yeah, these walls kind of like, at the point that you're in, certain ones are like, they're like bony fingers that come up and there's like holes in them. They're not like the ones that you've seen before with the Korovox with the swarm. These are like clearly carved. And yeah, there are some like further up. There's no stairs going to them or anything, but there are ones at ground level that you're in. There's ones further up. The bit that you're in is probably like 40, 50 foot of stone.
So, how long's a watch? This is going to be 2 hours.
About 2 hours, yeah.
So I think for probably the first half hour, I'll sit in the bottom, looking up, looking down, looking up, seeing if I can hear any of these bugs, listen out for the bugs.
Seems clear.
And then not hearing anything, I might actually start trying to ascend to some of these higher up ledges.
Yeah.
Do have a climbing speed.
You do indeed, so you can, without
30.
a problem, you can climb up and give me a perception check.
How fast can a blancmange climb?
30 foot around.
Same speed I can move on the ground, actually.
They are
That's a 19.
19. You begin to go into some of these other holes, and they're really, really similar. Different hollows in different places inside these hollows, but nonetheless similar. There is like worked stone flatbeds, essentially, that are, you know, about 3 foot off the ground, that are carved into a wall that's like 3-4 foot long. Then there are these like little half eggs all around the place, but nothing overly.
Stone or eggs or.
All stone. They're like
Okay.
carved into the wall, so it's like a hollow, like a shelf.
Right.
But yet still devoid of anything. And in one of them, however, there is. It's probably like twisted around where 2 of these pillars come together. There's one of these openings, and you climb into it, and there is like less exposure here to the elements of any wind or sand. And you do find a really, really old like bit of cloth that as soon as you touch just disintegrates.
Oh no.
Probably the most preserved thing that you've seen here so far.
I think in a lot of this I will be taking photos for archaeological record purposes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think, so you said it's 40 to 50 until the top.
Yes.
Okay. Again, I will poke my head out, spend about 5 minutes just listening to see if I can hear
Perception check.
anything. Use that one. 28, natural 20.
Oh my goodness.
In the distance, you hear things like and the wind, and like you can definitely hear it at this level, like the whistling of wind through this chasm, through the different channels. But nothing close by. The swarm that maybe passed over earlier has found something else somewhere else, but
I will then, on that basis, slowly make my way up to the top, and then just very slightly poke my head over the top, looking in all directions to make sure that there is nothing on the surface.
you get to the top of this wall, and you are in line with so many of the other peaks of rock around this point, and you can see it's almost flat. At a certain angle, it just looks like flat desert, and it's only when you begin to come up a little bit further you can see like the gaps between them, and you can see the channels, and then you can see where a big bit of it is collapsed in.
Okay.
And you can see where this huge, mile by a mile hole
Oh.
has
wait.
fallen through in this canyon. Behind you to the south, things step up, almost like design. You can see the rings getting higher and higher and higher.
Huh.
But because time has taken its toll, it looks like a natural chasm. But actually, you realise it's by design.
Okay, so yeah, I think probably, so that's probably about an hour that's passed by that point. I will spend about another half an hour on the surface, being as vigilant as, at least half vigilant, while spending the other half trying to map out, figure out where we are, figure out where north is, and what's the optimal way to go north, and then in that last half an hour, come wriggling back down.
Yeah.
That's peak efficiency. I like it.
I mean, realistically, north is north.
Yeah, but I know, but it's like seeing the hole and going, okay, north goes through the hole, around the hole, to the left, to the right. Try and figure out, is there routes that I can see that look like they would go more north, or whether it's go straight through the hole?
Well, I mean, you can map loads of different routes around the hole, and you can map routes that go to the hole.
Okay.
But then it becomes hard to navigate.
Yeah, I mean,
the
I'm
hole.
not seeing like
Yeah.
the entire way, but for at least like half a day's travel, I can try and figure out efficient.
Half a day's travel, you could easily get to the other side of the canyon and start getting up to the other side of it if you were to go north past the canyon.
Right. Okay.
Obviously, you could be outside of the canyon, and on a planet, it's
Yeah.
on a planet scale, it's
Yeah,
tiny.
yeah.
But this thing's huge to you guys, and it's a case that it depends on whether or not you're going past the canyon or if not. But if you're just trying to get to the other, it was essentially a spike to spike canyon, like a gouge in the ground. Yeah, you could easily map around the hole.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, is try and map, like, 2 or 3 different routes, and then I will abseil back down.
Yeah, easily done.
So...
And yeah, you can rejoin.
Little silk going down, make sure I leave no trace of me being here.
It's something that's interesting with the night sky for you all. As you take your watches and the night has set in, the sky is this orangey red glow, where the sun in this system is this like burning red coal. It gets very cold, and not like freezing temperatures, but it's cold enough that like you notice that you're like, I want to go back to the heater. The stars seem so far away. They're visible, but they just seem lost to time almost. Like, it's just unfathomable how far away from anything you are. You know that you're still within near space, which is part of the best area in the Pact Worlds, but you just feel so alone and isolated here. And all of the time, you just feel like the shadows move, or haunt, or just seem darker than you'd expect. You climb down, as dawn starts to breach, and this glowing red sun, as the planet turns and faces it, you get more of a yellow glow from it as well, so that you get a better visual on colour, and you can start waking the party up and beginning a new day. You can take a long rest.
Alright.
And fresh days off. Are you switching out your biomatter?
Well, we want to find Kato first, don't we? So, no, I will keep with Kato then.
Can you imagine if you did? It's like, right, back this way.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. So I'll present to the party the options of routes. We can either go through the hole.
Into the hole?
Into the hole. Or we can take this route around. Or we can take this extendedly long route around.
How about if we try to go around the hole and see what the compass does? Because if the compass is leading us straight past the hole, I see absolutely no reason to go in the hole.
I agree with that.
As much as I really want to get in that hole, that is sensible.
I mean, you never
That's a
know.
good looking hole.
Maybe she has gone down the hole. I mean, it hasn't changed to
Well,
move down, but who knows, maybe.
It'll change if we start going
Round
to
it'll
the west
start-
or something.
Yeah.
on the
Well,
hole.
no, exactly.
It will point east.
But I
so-
mean, like, I will say it is a 3D compass, so it will actually pivot up and down depending on...
Oh, okay.
It is actually part of its thing is that it does actually pivot up and down as well.
When
as
you're at the
left
top
and
of
right.
that,
Oh, that it
It
does
would have
actually
gone
pivot
down.
down.
it points north and downwards.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, we're going down the hole.
We're
So
getting in the
on that
hole.
basis,
Fair
I will
enough.
be like,
If it is a 360 into
it
the
is.
hole,
It is a
Did
360.
you see?
there's me trying to elude away from the fact that you know exactly where this bitch is.
Did you see?
I am sorry, but I did purchase this one for a reason.
And I'm not going to bogart it from you. You
So-
absolutely spent your money and not bought a weapon and got this instead.
Yeah. So
Online adventures.
he's down the hole.
Okay.
Did you see the best route into the hole? Is it just like trying to explain it, like a plate of overlapping and then it just goes into nothing, or is there something we can climb down, or is there a set of stairs perhaps?
Well, all of those tunnels that you found before definitely lead down towards it, but then obviously the hole seems to like void inwards.
Because I'm not just like flinging myself in there.
No. Knowing that,
Someone can make a lot of silk, though.
but knowing that,
It's going to take me a little while to make.
Right,
Like
but
about
I
3
feel like
days
it might not
to
be
make
enough.
some.
knowing that your compass pointed down
Yeah,
during the night,
probably.
I offer you the same question. Do you change out the biomatter?
Do you just want to see?
I mean, I agree with your idea that we should probably find until we have found the individuals, and then I can change it out afterwards.
I think
So
that's wise.
we'll keep with Kato for now,
Cool.
and then
And given that
we don't know how big this hole is. Maybe it's just down there. Maybe it's a mass of tunnels.
given
From
that
the top, you see it's like a mile by a mile.
Yeah.
Kato is who you would trust the most,
Well, she's another Dynatech employee.
Well,
and
exactly.
I don't know about TJ, but like very specifically was given the orders to retrieve her / more importantly the information that she has.
And we have already lost the ship, so you know if we can get one of those things done, that'll help.
So that was a factual statement. We don't want to then switch to somebody who we don't know whose side they're on.
No.
Yes, I mean I've never met. I mean Dynatech's a big employee. There's well over a couple of tens of thousands of employees.
Yes, and they make them.
I haven't. I mean, she is part of my department, but my department alone. Well, there's a lot of parts to the department, so I haven't met her, but I would trust her. Mostly. I mean, I'm starting to think that not everyone is so trustworthy.
Should we go?
But
Into the hole, please.
Into the
So, as you move your way towards what would still be following the compass north, and you see all of these like tunnels going down, you eventually begin to find ones that are like carved steps, and you follow them down. Then it opens up into another little like plaza of these same like hollowed out holes, and then there's like another area of steps that goes down until you reach what is a collapsed side of a cliff. You can see areas of rock formation that were also carved and originally part of buildings, and you can work out a path to get down to another level of this chasm. And as you do so, the tunnel starts to become a bit more covered, and you're having to start going through what is essentially some natural and some man-made, or being made, corridors. Can you all give me a perception check, please?
How many bets on booby traps?
Decent. 26.
26?
23.
23!
11.
Nice.
25.
Guys. Okay, so let's have a look at my sheet.
You get punished if you roll bad, see?
You tell those dice. Treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen.
You find a set of stairs that begin to descend down into a tunnel, and of which you can see light ahead, around 40 foot away, where obviously there's natural light coming in on the other side of this tunnel. As you begin to move through it, everything seems fine, but as you exit the tunnel, it's like having stepped down to a different floor. But the gully that you're now walking through narrows to around 10 foot, the top of which is about 15 foot up, and there's a sudden drop from where you've just been. So whereas it would have a roof before it, it seems to like almost go down a level. It's the best way of explaining that, I guess. The stairs carry on, but now there is a flat 2-3 foot ramp maybe that like comes down with the stairs. So it's like stair and then a flat on either side.
Oh,
of it.
accessible.
I was
Nice.
just thinking that.
Yeah, you stand at the exit of this tunnel, ready to descend down, and yeah, this would be going into the hole.
Let's go.
Let's get in this hole.
Yeah.
You want to go in this?
Keep going.
I really want to get in this hole. Skull, you look unsure.
Skelkin is always unsure.
I just don't want to be in a fucking hole.
Holes are great.
Are we still on the right path?
I shall be drawing my weapon. I don't think there's much
I'm
point
going to say yes.
as a
we're on
group
the
trying
same.
to be stealthy, but I'm going to actively try and be stealthy.
Cool. So you're in this corridor and it's about to get really narrow, but there's an open top to where you're about to step into, where these stairs and this like ramp sort of thing kind of carries on. You start to draw weapons, you talk about being stealthy. Anything else you would like to do at this point? And is there a marching order? I'm going to just remove the map from the table. I'm going to hand you your minis, just so I can see what kind of marching order you'd be in if you want to place yourselves.
Well, TJ, you seem to love the hole.
I think TJ is going to take point on this one.
But also,
I'll be
TJ loves the
behind,
tunnel.
Calyx has the compass.
We're little enough. Is it
yes.
2x2, 1x1?
Oh, you can easily go 2x2. It's The passageway is about 10 foot wide.
Okay.
With these carved stone, straight up 15-foot walls on either side that descend down. And you can actually see over the top of this as you're moving down it. You can see more rock formations and broken bits of building or stuff ahead of you. But it is starting to get darker as you go down. And
I think I'll be at the back watching out.
why don't you just all position yourselves closest to me is first, and then...
Can I make a point of, as we're going down, even when we start now, but just continuously
I was trying to be
say
comical
about
how
every
far back I was
5,
being, and you've just made
10 minutes. Can you put me up
Sorry, I didn't remember.
for... Can I do detect magic, just to make sure we're not going to be tripping into anything?
Yeah, before you exit the thing, you cast Detect Magic. Seems clear, apart from the magical items on people or stuff like that.
Also, I have turned my camera off overnight,
Oh,
and I have turned it off for this leg of the journey.
turn it off.
Turned it off.
Okay. So we've got TJ and Calix at the front, then we've got Kaz, then we've got Skelkin, yeah? Okay, are you like directly behind people or are you...
You're quite far back, aren't you?
No, I was doing that for comical effect, but then you ruined it anyway.
Of course.
And now facing the other way.
I'm watching the
Walking
back.
backwards.
Anything
Yeah.
else before you step out of this exit?
That is truthful.
So
I will be
detect
watching
magic,
behind
got
us
the
more than I'm watching the
compass.
front.
Give me a perception check.
14.
14. You guys start stepping down these stairs, and this is a defined tunnel that's now missing its roof, maybe, or something. And 5 foot, 10 foot, 15 foot. At this point, you would step out, and you look behind you, and you look up. And what you see where this drop has happened is a barrel of stone above in a square alcove. Before you can say too much, at the front you hear as under one of your feet, let's say TJ.
Didn't you just say you were looking for shit like that?
I was looking for detect magic,
Oh, shit.
not trap.
I'm
even
going to
said
be
that it was
real.
gonna be
TJ will not
boobing.
have been looking. TJ is in existential crisis and excited about tunnels. He ain't paying attention.
The step,
Play this back. Did I not say booby traps?
you did. The step falls, and you watch as you hear that sound.
Skelcon's
barrel
dead again.
Begins to fall out of place
With Indiana Jones in it.
Oh no,
and starts to roll forwards.
Run, run, run.
no.
And we'll see you next week.
No!
We are Indiana Jones in this, by the way.
There are
love
really
tunnels.
things that we
Anyone have
should,
hats to lose?
new day. Maybe start the new day on a new day when we have our brains left, because we keep making shit decisions at the end of.
I think we would have made these
Hey,
decisions
I
anyway.
Tried to at least detect magic if there was
and
any.
it's,
Yeah.
when you said you were
Lots of
looking
traps.
back and behind, I was like, that's a good thing to do, because you're going to be able to warn these people to fucking run. You are seeing it
Maybe,
before it just hits the
like,
ground.
I might have to give TJ and Calix a bit, if we don't die, a bit of a lesson on what the people at the front should be
Well,
doing.
this is the thing. These are the two most sheltered people in the universe.
Yeah, we're one, pretty sheltered, and two, I'm concentrating on magic and a compass.
And I like tunnels.
And that is where we're going to end this session, with you guys triggering.
Way, let's go!
R.I.P.
Lord.
So
To which
excited.
end? Thank you guys so much.
Sorry, I don't want to kill Calix anyway.
Am I going to die first then?
Potentially. I have mechanics ready to go for this, so
I am going to be like
Oh my god, we're
squishing
so
some little
squishy.
people.
I'm running over them.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for sitting through essentially a huge lore dump and
It's got to happen though, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you,
We like
Ian,
that.
for
Yeah, thank you.
dumping your lore.
Thank you. Took a big law dump. No, guys,
Dave says thank you.
it's great to be back at the table.
Yeah.
2024, and hopefully you've all had a fantastic New Year, fantastic Christmas. Let's hit the ground running as we move into
running for our lives.
7 next week.
Hold on to your potatoes.
Again, thank you to today's sponsor, which is Warrior Prince 3D. Please go check out the Games Art by Philip Kickstarter, which is live now for the Universal Carrier Vessel, the Warbug, and also, please check out Roll and Play Press, and you can use that code DRAGONBORN10 for a 10% discount on their stuff, and also the Warrior Prince one, which is the Stars, for a 10% discount there. We've got discounts everywhere. It's all coming in.
And merch.
And merch.
Because I care. Thank you so much, everyone on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, we'll stick links in the description below. I hope you've had a fantastic New Year, and let's keep it going. Thank you so much, and may the dice gods be ever in your favour. Take it easy, guys.
See you later.
Bye.